You motherfuckers! uh... Hold on! I'm coming! Hold on. I'm putting on my pants! Okay, okay, I'm here. I'm here now. Is this what you wanted?
Wait a minute!
Laurel, you bully!
Who are you?
Thank you guys for the gifted subs. Hold on, let me catch up on chat real quick. Why is it not loading? Hold up. Hold up. Let me fix it. Did I do it? Say something. Anything. Because my icons were broken. Okay, there they go. They're fixed. Yes, thank you, Sugar Skull, for the spam. Dread, Gretchen first. Ella. And thank you for the 200 bits. Lilin, thank you for the 100 bits. Dread, thank you for the 10 bits. 10 more bits. And then Blippi, thank you for the gifted sub, 2. Bunny Bun, nice. And Dread, thank you for the gifted sub to Doodles Prince and Lilin. Thank you for the 3 gifted subs to Ray, Lucius, and Rabbit Guts. Nice! Rabbit Guts is cool. So is Lucius. I might be hitting him up later for a tiny gremlin, a tiny gremlin model, but hear me out. Coming in 2024. Babe, you got caught. They heard you roar. Sorry, it didn't even register that he burped until you guys started putting roar in the chat. Same brain cell. Yeah, I'm gonna go pat him. Do it. He's a great bear. Welcome in, everyone. It is Wednesday. Hi, Mika! Welcome in the midst of the chaos. Now let me get it all down. Loros, since you redeemed it. Welcome in, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I am Desmond Dracula. I'm a vampire bat butler, also known as a battler. I go by he, him pronouns, and I like to draw, as well as Worldbuild on Wednesdays. I also play a variety of games, from RPGs to roguelikes. And today it is Wednesday, my dudes, so we're gonna scream about it, and then we're gonna draw monsters. So, because it's October, and I have, like, horror stuff going on in my brain, I want to draw more horror monsters. Now, last week when I did it, I was playing Easy Street, right? I was in the fucking kiddie pool with it. Because I was drawing monsters, sure, but mostly, you could still find them pretty attractive. Like, oh, pretty lady with multiple eyes and multiple arms. Oh boy, you know, like, one dude that has a normal face and a crab claw arm. Like, oh no, I'm so controversial with my monster designs. No. Today, I'm gonna start really pushing it. I wanna go a little more Mandela catalog, Trevor Henderson, Eldritch Abomination looking motherfuckers. Have you considered pterodactyl monster, but the head is the feet? What is it? No, I have not. Eldritch Horror! Hi, me. I could also cover Eldritch Horror. Eldritch Horror is really fun and it's up my alley. I love me a good Eldritch Horror. Puts cat ears on my AI-generated woman. This is my cat demon OC monster. Not AI-generated woman! That alone is enough for a horror movie. Trevor Henderson is so good. He is! Trevor Henderson is one of my all-time favorite horror artists. H.R. Geiger is also one of my favorite horror artists, but his is more like horror erotica in a weird way. While with Trevor Henderson, he just draws cool little guys, and as much as it's like, oh, that's creepy, once you actually start, like, dipping yourself into the lore, and you just kind of look at the monsters for a while, you're just like, it's a cute little guy! Like Little Nugget. I love Little Nugget. He's cute as fuck. They're just little dudes. Yeah, they're just little guys. I may have to yeet myself out. My Wi-Fi is absolute poop. I am so sorry, Dread. If you do get yeeted because your Wi-Fi is poopy, Then have a lovely day, and I will see you when you come back. I loved it when Mark does really crazy looking thumbnails for his 3 Scary Games vids. Yeah. I remember for a while he was making himself. Oh, goodbye, yeah. Enjoy your guys' emotes, and for those who got hi Lucio. For those who got your gifted subs, enjoy my emotes that I drew. I drew them all, except for like 2, 3. I don't remember how many. But hello, Oshio. Grabs, shakes. You're on my turf now.
Hey Osho, do you know what's under there?
Look, oh, she's squished. She's pancake.
Look under there.
Oshio
Look under
pancake.
there.
Look at that. She draws
Right,
emotes, by the way.
right,
She
right,
drew her own
right.
emotes.
Under
She also
your
does a
helmet.
lot of good
Am I
animation.
looking under Rao's helmet?
Good artists. A lot of good artists in this fucking community. Her being one of them. Yeah, that's right. It would be cool to hang out with Oshio. It would be cool
You
to hang
said
out with
underwear.
Oshio one day.
Oh my god, you got me.
Oshio's a fucking sweetheart.
Oh my god, you got me. Ah.
It'd be cool to like.
I can't.
I want to do. I want to grab.
I can't believe you. Jesus.
What's
I
undo
actually
there?
got got by that.
No,
I
you're
actually got by that.
It's adorable.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
They got you though. That's the thing with
I
chat.
felt
Chat will
the
always get
oldest
you.
trick in the book.
Chat is tricky like that. Stares at chat. Y'all motherfuckers are tricky. They'll do it to you. But one day I would love to just grab a hold of a bunch of artists that I know and then do like a art collab thing. That would be really fun. My throat. Oh, there we go. But yeah, we're gonna push the envelope here. So I'm gonna grab my tablet. We're gonna hop on over here. Our collabs are fun. Oh, you can see me here. That is from yesterday. I was working on a 3D model. I was working on Juju's 3D model, so I had the actual double Desmond. Whoa, double. But no, that was just from yesterday. I had my Vroid program pulled up on the right here, over here, so that people could see that whatever I was doing there, and I still had Clip Studio open here so that you could see me editing the textures. I was double screening that day. I was split screening. Give you an idea of the Lumen constellation-like monster that is abominated form of the base constellation, like Cancer, for instance, being a Pac-Man-like crab with XX growth, that its claws are more like a Hydra head's. My brain is trying to process what I read. But yeah, Osho, you're very cool, and it would be really cool to hang out one day. But no pressure. Because I am terrible at setting up collabs. I am bad at it. Oh, speaking of, since this Friday is my birthday, and I'll be doing birthday stuff, I will not be doing V-Rising that day. But we'll be hopping back onto the collab train with Pyrian and Airy next Friday. Birthday! Yeah, birth. So what I probably want to do, Thursday I'm going to be doing Spooky's House of Jump Scares, or Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. I have to remember they've changed the name. And I'm going to force Leon to stay with me. I'll be playing it by myself, but I'll be forcing him to sit with me. My birthday is this Friday, Oshio. Friday the 13th. And I fucking love that. I love my birthday so much. My birth date, specifically. I love my birth date because it's in the best month of the year on my favorite number. Bat Butler's getting old. Sugar's skull, your dust is old. I'm ready to bully you with my art. But yeah, well, Thursday I'll be doing the spooky game and crying. But then Friday, we're gonna be doing birthday stuff. I'm going to chill for a bit. Probably do some just chatting, say hi to everyone, let you guys throw whatever you want at me. And then I'm going to be playing a fun little co-op horror game with Rewind. And when I'm done getting scared, we can settle down with Gardic Phone. I was a bit early with my birthday bullying. You really were. You're always bullying me though with really good art. Alright, so I'm going to pull up my... Hey! Cecil! Cecil, you little shit! Babe, you didn't see him. He was standing right on the backpack, giving it a nice little scratchy. I got onto him, though. You wanna know something really spooky to do? Master Mode Terraria, with it being constant blood moon? That sounds terrifying, actually. But more just, I'm super tense all the time, less I'm spooky ookied, and more, oh my god, I'm so scared I'm gonna die again. Like, at least that's how I'd register it. Alrighty, where are my monsters? Do 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 do. I can't find my monster file. Yeah, I can't find my file that I've been drawing in. It's okay. I'll just make a new one. Okay. So, like I said, last week, we were playing in the kiddie pool. We were doing kiddie pool shit. Name the pen. And we went over the roles of my afflicted people. Basically, to surmise, for those who weren't here.
What you?
Crybaby. Around 2013, in this version of Earth, on the topic of hanging out, you're always welcome to join Gardic Photo that I do on Sundays. Yeah! I always see, but by Sunday I'm like usually really tired and I'm just resting and watching and lurking. Have you considered you're all cute? Yes. I have considered it. I think you're all cute. That's fair. Alright, so like I said, around 2013, this is when it started happening in this version of Earth. Things are normal, things are chill, and then all of a sudden, regular couples start having... Should you be doing the roar command in Leon's chat? You don't stream right now. I say since I am live right this second, you can just do it here. You don't have to worry about that. But when he's doing it on his stream, to blow it up. I beep him. But yeah, in around late 2013 and beyond, regular human couples start having very irregular children. These children start coming out... Got it, I will spam it. Yes. They start coming out with very pallid skin, almost paper white, no matter the parents' ethnicity. They still have the facial traits and, like, features of their parents, but the skin will always look like they have some sort of form of albinism. However, their hair will always be an inky black. The texture is also a little different. The texture is a little thicker, a little coarser, and always completely straight, no matter what the texture or consistency of their parents' hair is. Since then, their hair has become a little more varied, but this is the first generation that happened in 2013. And then they also have naturally black nails because their keratin is just black. Pure black, which is what's happening to their hair. Because, once again, keratin is hair and nails. So they have black nails. Which is a result of having black keratin. Their lips sometimes also have, like, this staining of, like, a darker color. Sometimes gray or black. Oh, this is the rubber hose animation era of monsters? Yeah, it's the rubber hose animation era.
What you? Minor. boop his nose. I booped his nose.
Disclaimer, don't boop cats' noses that much. It's actually a very sensitive area for them. Only do it once in a while, and if they really like you.
Hi, baby. I only booped your nose once, and I pet your head.
Unless the cat's instinctively just booping its nose on you, and give you plenty of monsters just born from sheer ADHD stray thoughts. Fair. But yeah, this is the first generation. They also have elongated bodies. So their proportions are a little whack. However, second generation rolls along, it gets a lot worse. They start becoming longer. Some get really lanky. Some become disproportionate with themselves, like asymmetrical, like Crabclaw guy. He had one really huge arm. There's some people just like that. Some people have arms that reach the floor. And that's when the DNA starts getting wonky. But after that, so DNA gets wonky. After that, though, in the third generation, the DNA starts to stabilize out. Because now these afflicted individuals are having kids with each other. And it's causing the DNA to, like, re-rope itself around, and all of these seemingly random traits that happened in the second generation is now benefiting the third generation in ways they never thought. And nowadays, we're coming up on the fourth or fifth generation, because it's been about 100 years since this happened. It is around 2125, roughly. Or 2115, something like that. So let's see, if these guys, they would have been having the second generation at around 2033. The third generation would have been around 30, 40, 55, let's say, fuck it. And then after that, so they're on like the sixth generation. So the DNA has completely stabilized and started making these categories. Doctors have now started cropping up that help certain categories of afflicted individuals, such as, you know, the arachnid curse, where they have multiple eyes and multiple arms. Have you considered anchor lower body with their barnacle-like growth that is revealed to be a bloody blistered muscles? Oh, geez. That sounds very painful. And it is also plausible, but those individuals would be considered amorphous aquatic types. So, like I said, they've made categories. Now, I can't find my original categories document, and it makes me very fucking sad. So, I'm just gonna go down here real quick and surmise it once again, because we did this last week. It'll be quick. So, there are a lot of categories that they use, but the ones that they see coming up... Come on, can I spell categories right? Categories. The categories that seem to be coming up the most is in a ratio of about... throughout the 100, there's a category that they call amorphous. And that's what we're going to be working on today. And it makes up roughly 15 to 20% of the categories themselves. And the amorphous is what I'm going to be drawing. Now, we worked on the two different regular changings of the body, whether that be adding limbs or reforming limbs, such as, like I said, adding extra arms, adding extra eyes, and then reshaping limbs, such as feet instead of hands. That's the very bare basic version of all that. Amorphous is when you don't fit neatly into one of these categories because you're not considered, let's say, like I said, a bug or arachnid. There's also the bug. They consider arachnid under that, but it's anything with 4 or more arms. Arachnids just specialize to have 6 and a fuck ton of eyes. Then there are, of course, the centaur. That's anything with 4 legs. And it can be 4 of any kind of leg. It could be 4 human legs. As gross as that sounds. Also, I've been thinking about it, and I think that the black color of the hair can also extend down the skin sometimes. So these beings, as long as they have white or black, I think will be fine. It's like their body's fighting with constant albinism and melanism at the same time. And it makes for really interesting skin patterns sometimes.
Oh, hi, Renetta.
Welcome in. Let's see. I also feel like elongated neck is probably a really common category that you'll see these people dealing with. And I've also saved a bunch of pictures to kind of act as a reference basis for all of these beings. I'm gonna name bug, I'm gonna call it insectoid. Sounds better. Insect, centaur, elongated. Oh, right, and aquatic. There's also the aquatics. The aquatics are also pretty common. So let us pull this up and we will get started on the amorphous, because I haven't touched those yet.
Hello there.
Oh, hello there! Oh, Fire Demon Queen Sorcia. That is a name. Welcome in. Welcome to the Bat Cafe. Please take a seat, enjoy your stay, and enjoy some tea while you're at it. We're working on monsters. Specifically, we're world building. And we're world building monster creatures. I gotta find my reference. Here it is. Okay, so... Oh, skull monsters! Skeletal! I wanted to do that as well as a category. Category. Skeletal. I want the bodies to look like they have some sort of skull or skeletal parts going on. Ugh. Maybe plant-based, but I'm not sure yet. A pleasure to meet you. A pleasure to meet you too. Oh right, their eyes will also always be glowy. I need to do that. I forgot. Glowy eyes. And the colors don't really matter. They can have any color. I'm also thinking of giving them like a tiny little white pupil in the middle for some of them, but some of their eye colors you just can't see it. You can call me Fire, because I'll set your heart ablaze with your fiery personality. That's adorable. Hold on. Hold on, I have to do something. There we go. Okay, come here. Pet. There you go. I had to turn on my arms. Oh, right. I also want to, like I said, I want to incorporate black into the skin. Blame Lilin for this. I want to do cool, like, black to white, like, gradient on the hands and, like, feet. So you know how Lilin, he has, like, the black claws that slowly fade into his pink skin, and it's a gradient? I want to do that. How would you like your pats? 1 lump or 2?
Pet, pet.
Okay. Oh, and, animal-like. What is it? There's some that, like, I want to walk on, like, 4 arms, even though they are not 4 arms, walk on all 4s, even though they are completely, like, sentient, but they still look like these really creepy, like, crawling on all 4s kind of monsters. I wouldn't call those mammalian. I think they'd call them bestial. So these are all of the categories that I think exist as umbrella terms. The amorphous, which is just an all-encompassing term that means you don't fit into the others. Insectoid, meaning you have 4 or more arms. Centaur, which means you have 4 or more legs. Elongated neck, which can also have other head qualities, but it just means your neck is like super long. I'm talking like that Japanese lady ghost with the super long neck, like that long, and it acts like a snake almost. Aquatic, which is it covers anything underwater. People who can no longer live outside of a body of water anymore. Skeletal, which is people who have what looks like bone from on the inside of their body now growing on the outside. And then bestial, people who look mostly like people, but they're now having to walk on all fours for some reason. So that's what I want to cover. And then, of course, they still have the first generation, which is, I think they just call them first gens. They just say they're first gens. That's the ones that are just taller, pale, black hair, glowing eyes. Other than that, nothing crazy. Maybe an extra finger here and there, but nothing too crazy. Bestial's just me from the ages 4 to 10 when I see honestly, okay. Who else did that when they were like 5? Who else ran up their stairs like they were a monkey, like just climbing up the motherfuckers? It was really easy for me to do because I've been short for a long time. Arguably, my hands are as close to the stairs as my feet are, so I did excellent. I think that's just a universal thing. Hey, babe, wait a minute. I got a quick question for you. Whenever you saw stairs and you were really little, did you ever run up them with all fours? Oh, excellent. I think it's a universal thing. I also rolled around the house like a ball. Oh, it's cute. Little ball. Little cat ball. Alrighty. I'm going through my little list here. Cute. And I'm gonna start drawing. I want to do it with a really gritty color. I also want to do it with a really gritty pen, but I don't really have a pen like that. Yes, picks up the rain. Do it. I do have paint. I have paint, guys. Fun fact, this program actually lets it look like I'm painting. Like that. It's like a watercolor wash. And it actually acts like paint. It's really cool, but I'm gonna stop fucking with that. I'll go back to my lead pencil for now. And I want to draw some amorphous individuals so you can understand what they are.
My face itches.
So the way here's a good example of the neck thing that I was talking about. Just motherfuckers with long ass necks. Maybe not this long, but definitely long. And this would be a good reference, or at least starting point, for skeletal. So I'm gonna scoot this over so I can get it out of my way. And I'm gonna start drawing. You might have a hard time picking up the modern muscle mommy cat ball. Yeah, Laura. I don't know, Loros might be able to. I don't know Loros's ability to pick up. I don't know his weight limit on terms of picking up. He could. Oh, I needed some water.
I was the thirsty boy.
I give you the shadows. Those can only be seen in the shadows of things. Oh. Oh, right. Shadow beings. Shadow beings is another term that I want to use. I forgot about that. Before I forget. Shadows. So shadows are actually people who have had a large part of their body actually covered in the black tint instead of the white tint. So instead of being a super pale paper white, they actually look like they're a walking shadow, even though it's just their skin. And when I say a walking shadow, I mean a literal shadow. Like, I'm talking like something like this. And the eye is a little squinty. By the way, amorphous individuals usually do have, like, disproportions in their body structure as well. Their faces will be misaligned sometimes. One eye will be smaller than the other, or misplaced on the face. Like, let's say this eye's a little higher, and this eye's a little lower. And I'm thinking not all eyes are super glowy. Some of them can have these really black, really big pupils. I think it would be really interesting. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's see. The nose would be here. The mouth would be here.
Thank you for the pet lady face.
Welcome in. And I want this to look really scraggly, so I'm being very messy with my sketches. Okay, so this is basically what I mean when I say I want to draw something like really creepy and shadow being. Here's the eye, the other eye, and then its mouth stretched out. And it's just a dude, just a little guy, just a fella. Hello, Everbacks, welcome in. Says my drawing body horror. Smash. Yeah, we're gonna smash him. What kind of eyes do I want to give this little dude? I'm also gonna make a white background underneath him to give him a little more of a striking appearance with his teeth and his eyes. Something like this. There we go. This is how I picture the shadow beings. So unmistakably dark that you can't discern different body shapes. You can't see where the nose is. Can't really see lips. You can just see the whites of their eyes and their teeth. And they're just little dudes. Now, some of them can have this blackness on just their head. It can encompass half their body. It can encompass, like I said, I want their hands to also have this really cool look. So they can have, like, here's their really long, spindly hands. I'll say that's a pinky. This will be a thumb. Ah! Shadow Wizard King!
We love casting spells.
But do we love casting spells? I do. Hee. Oh, there we go.
Huh? Oh, thank you! Hey, Dink.
Leon gave me a sip of a drink. Shadow Wizard Minigang. This stream is sponsored by the Shadow Government. Do you love casting spells? Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you like casting spells. Alright, but this will be the thumb. I'm sorry, Lilin, I'm stealing your aesthetic. I'm also going to employ my Tim Burton style here. Kind of. I'm gonna do some hatching here and there. So this guy right here is actually based off of a character I've thought about for a while. That will actually be one of Sal's neighbors. For those who don't know, your Discord's dead? Oh no. That sucks. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it gets fixed. It might be, like, what is it? It might not DDoSed. It might have some of the server crash before. It hasn't happened before. Ooh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Is it on your PC or on your phone? Which, I don't know why I'm asking. It's not like I can help. I'm not very good at that kind of stuff. But, yeah, once again, sorry, Lilin, I'm stealing your aesthetic. But I want the fingers to have really cool thing like this. And there's the middle, or not the middle finger, there's the ring finger. That's the middle finger. And then here's the index finger. And I kind of want to do something like that, too. I like the gradients. Gradients are really pretty. Me, who's on observation duty, I found a shadow anomaly in the back cafe! Oh. Sorry, dude. I didn't mean to take the whites out of your eyes. So, this is how I picture a lot of the shadow beings. Like this dude. I was trying to link that meme of the guy whose face isn't visible and you can only see his eyes and teeth. Oh no, that sounds scary. But yeah, basically. It's basically that. You're gonna play at least one of the observation duty games this month?
I should, but I'm scared. I should, though.
Okay, I might. I'll get one and which one would you guys suggest? Which one's the best? I know they all exist. I know they all exist, and I know there's like 6 of them now. But I have no clue which one is like the most well done. I'm assuming the 6th one because it's the it's the most frequent, the most recent one in the series. So obviously they've probably worked out any kinks or issues that people would have had with the previous ones, but I don't know. They might have made a stupid change. Your Discord broke too? Oh, Discord might just be shitting itself. My Discord is okay for the moment, but I don't know if it'll stay that way. Alright, so... Oh, wow. My arm just did a twist. Twitch, I mean. Discord is partially dying? Oh, gee. Yeah, I think Discord just exploded. That's fucking yikes. Discord's fully broken. Oh no. Yeah, mine's okay for the moment. But I don't know how long that'll be. I'm also gonna do this. Now, like I said, a shadow being can also be someone who's taken over, but only like on half of their body. So let's say, this is the person's, you know, this is the person. And they're happy and smiling. But this half of the body is like shadow. And it's like, it looks like it's encroaching on this side of the body. And then of course they have their really coarse, starched hair. Yeah, it's just something that makes them look like a really Austin Powers reference. Nice. Yeah, I want them to look like they're obscured in a really harsh shadow. Somewhere on their bodies. And how much of that shadow, it's just a matter of genetics. Discord's giving you an error? Oh no. Yeah, Renetta, apparently it's breaking for a lot of people. If you are on mobile, it might just be mobile. Because my Discord is okay, but it's also on PC. Babe, is your Discord good on PC? Is your Discord okay on PC? Good? Okay. My PC one is broke. Oh, fuck. Well then, Discord is being indiscriminate with its cruelty. But so far my Discord, and Leon says his Discord is okay. But it might just be a server thing. Certain versions of it might be crashing here and there. Discord said temporary network error. Temporary. Temporary. My PC, Discord, and mobile will both blurb.
Oh dear, that's not good.
Mobile's working for me. Oh my god. We've encountered a temporary network error, but we're working to resolve the issue. Please wait a few minutes to try again. That's not good. Yeah, Discord's apparently having conniption. But like I said, so far... Oh, there went Leon's. I think I haven't seen it happen yet, because I haven't clicked away from the current tab I'm on in Discord. Yeah, it's probably some servers that are breaking. Yeah, I feel like Discord's breaking here and there. Fucking Discord, come on now. Can't charge people all that money and then just break. That's rude. Okay, so I'll have this go to about this part of their body. So let's say this arm is fine. Like, and here's the hand. It's fine. Here's the body. Haha, Twitch, look, I'm putting underwear on them. It's fine. But then this arm, let's say, is super fucking crazy. let's say it got super long. And now it's completely encompassed in shadow, or at least in, the black color of their genetics. And it's, like, super cool. I guess it's got, like, spikes. Let's have them waving. And I say them because I truly don't know the gender of this creature. I feel like sex and gender have just completely gone out the window for some of these people. Because they're just like, I don't know, I have the shadow tentacles. You know, like... I feel like their biology and physiology is just so different that sometimes it's a little hard to know what you're looking at. And they're just like, let's just roll with it. Truly, the pansexuals are thriving. They left their gender in the oven for too long. Yeah. They don't know what to do with their gender. Oh, it's gonna get loud. Hold on. I'm gonna pause this. And I'm gonna look for gentle music. Where do we go? I love me my Legend of Zelda music. Play horror music? Oh, I could! I could play ambient horror music. Let's listen to this one. It's dark lo-fi, fear and hunger. I could do World of Horror though. Lo-fi Halloween. I could also go listen to Dark Disco. Dark Disco's really good, but for now we'll stay here. Gradient effect on the hands. Yes! I want to do gradient effect on hands. Hello, Pats! Welcome in! Sounds like goth rave music. Yeah, a little bit. Welcome in, Pats. How you doing? Because I am doing good. We're just drawing creepy monster things. Or at least I'm going over the shadow beings, and then we'll work on the amorphous. Okay. There we go. So something like that. I think that'd be really fun. Sometimes it's music to have like this antique playback vibe. I guess it's a branch of lo-fi. It is. You know what music is trippy? Liminal music. Oh. I don't know if I've ever heard of liminal music, like listened to. I might have, but that does sound really cool. I love liminal aesthetic. You're good, just been busy. Nice. I'm glad you're doing good. Ow. Just got my nail. You can't see them in this model because, my nails are no longer here. They're in a glove. You guys made me dress up like a shizzard, but, that's my weight. Ah, yes.
Thank you for the piat.
Blippi is a cutie. I agree.
Pads, Blippi. Excellent.
Give Blippi happy hats. Blippi deserves them. Okay. I think that's enough on shadow beings. These guys are considered, like I said, shadows. They have a huge amount of just the pure inky blackness taking over their bodies. Got another con this weekend. Ooh, nice! So lots to do to get ready. Nice, dude. You are like a con god.
Libby gets all the huggies and headbats. Excellent.
Libby good. So, where is it? Yeah, we've covered shadows. First gens we know. An amorphous. Amorphous is when you have disproportionate body pieces and it's a little difficult to discern you from a specific category. You can be symmetrical, but for the most part, you're usually not. So, let me find a good little reference for myself, because I have plenty of references for my own brain. No, that is not good enough. That is not good either. That is not good. That is not good.
That's a tall boy.
Okay, so whenever I oh, give me just a moment. Alrighty, I am back. Sorry about that.
New one.
Okay, so where? Ooh, this is a good one. Okay. This is how I can kind of picture them. So some of them can come out as literally amorphous. Mad because I was having a nice chat with you.
Oh, Libby, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry your guys' discords are crashing. Let me get a little peek here. Is mine also breaking? Okay, that works. Oh, nope. Oh, nope. There. Nope.
So we're not gonna look at Discord anymore.
So this is how I'd picture usually amorphous people. Let's draw ourselves a girl here. She just has little peepers. She's just chilling. And let's give her a little bit more of a flair.
No, but Jesus!
There I go. Hello, Hydra! Welcome in! How are you?
Yeah, it's Hydra. It's a bat. It's a batty bat.
Oh, I got sad. You're good? Excellent. I'm glad to hear you're doing good.
My favorite alien bat.
So yeah, let's say this lady has really sunken in eyes. Here's her. Let's not give her eyebrows. I don't want to give her eyebrows. Let's say she's just chilling, happy to be here. Maybe she's got some really sharp little teeth. Give her some. Favorite butler bat. There he is, the boy. Yeah, it's Hydra. Here, come here, Hydra. I pet you. Get pet. Also, welcome in. We're drawing creepy stuff. Yes, head pets. Oh, Hydra. Thank you, Sugar Skull. You're right. Eek at my fellow bat.
Think of the head bat.
I've learned the art of head petting back. Excellent. I'm glad your day was well. had a whole conversation in bat. Why is it so cute? Help. It's just we're talking. And you know what's really fucking cute? I know a good handful of bats now because we have a little community we got going on. Each one has their own unique bat screes. Some say scree, some say eek, some say ee. It's really cute. They all have their own unique little eeks, and it's precious because I mean, we're all like different species of bats, so it would make sense. I'm a vampire bat, so I but then you got Hydra, and Hydra goes squee. It's really cute. Squee. It makes me very happy. Ah! Popped my back, and I felt really good. Oh, the temperature outside is 65. I'm throwing this bitch off. Ugh. Real. Help it. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna open this lady's eyes just a bit more. There we are. But yeah, Hydra, welcome in. I'm drawing spooky stuff for world building. I want to design creepy creatures.
You obeyed my every command.
Somehow I think I was that creature.
Sometimes I have a feeling of doom.
The only scary thing about this picture is the fact that her forehead's so short. Discord unfucked itself. Nice! So Discord's fixing itself slowly. Excellent. So this lady's gonna be chilling. Once again, black, thick, starchy hair. And we're gonna make her amorphous. Oop. Which means
She was wearing a necklace.
she is going to have something wonky about her physiology. Now I have to cover her because Twitch said so. Oh, Hydra, thank you for the sip. Come! How you doing, buddy?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
You don't know who I am? Let me get a sip and I'll do my intro. Welcome in. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Desmond Dracula and I'm a vampire bat butler, also known as a battler. I go by he, him pronouns and I like to draw, as well as roll, but on Wednesdays. I also play a variety of games from RPGs to roguelikes, and today, I'm a shizzard, and we're doing World Building Wednesday. I'm drawing creepy shit, because I can, and creepy shit's fun. I'm good to sit through lecture and vibes. Oh dear. I hope the lecture's going good. As good as it can. I am good. We're drawing spooky stuff. We're doing world building spooky stuff. Once I'm done covering the amorphous body type for my monster races that I've been fucking with, I want to start delving into Eldritch Horror because I love Eldritch Horror. It's fun. Yeah, I love the sip effect happening right as I type smash. Yeah, I was sipping. ADHD brains always go burr. Alright, so I'm gonna give this lady strange body type. A little bit of a strange body type. We're gonna have her look like she's kind of normal up here. Maybe a bit too elongated, too stretched, too weird. And then we're gonna give her a bit of a bulbous shape here. But nothing too crazy. Not yet. Make it look like she has some sort of abdominal thing. And then I'm gonna give her... I want her rib cage to actually look like it's been caved in a little bit. Give her a big donk. A donk? Like... No, I can't do that. I'm not gonna draw that. Twitch will yell. We can just say it's there. We can just say the donk is there. Tentacle arms do work. But tentacle arms, I don't know if that would be considered amorphous. It would be considered amorphous if the tentacles were a little janky. But amorphous is when the body type is really nuts. Give her ribs like she corseted too much. Kind of. That's kind of what I'm going for here, because it looks like really sunken in at the top. And then it looks like there's abdominal things here. So something kind of like this. Like, here's... Ignore this part. But here's the breast that's being held by the bra. See, Twitch? It's bra. It's a bra. And then it looks like her rib cage just, like, caved in right here. Like, just... And then this part of the stomach is coming out a bit. So it looks like part of her body just, like, folded in. Forearms that are too long. Yeah, something like that. But a little crazier than that. But we are gonna work on the arms. Just make her a futa. No! So, we'll have her arms at about like this. At least one of them. Have her legs keep going. Here's the hand over here. And this is where I want to start working on this arm. Just like Crabclaw. Crabclaw Dad would probably be a pretty good amorphous body type. It's just when their bodies are super, like, bucked up somewhere. Like they're aiming for uncanny, close to human, but just off. Yes. I've been saying futa wrong? How have you been saying futa? Futa? Yeah, it's a futa because it's Japanese. It's the full word is futanari. Like Family Feud. Oh, futa? Futa? Like that? Alright, so I'm gonna have this arm exceptionally long. Futa. Okay. And here's her elbow here, and I want it to look like it's just lumped. So... I need to look for a good sample of the arm for super heavy set. But yeah, let's just say the arm is like completely, like the muscles just don't know what the fuck they're doing. And the skin and everything is layering super weird. And here's her elbow. And then here's the rest of the arm. If she's a futa, then arm makes sense. Oh no. And let's say her legs are bent a little weirdly because it's kind of hard to carry this damn thing. In fact, I might give her feet a weird shape too. I might have it be cut into the heel a little bit like this. And then give her
What you mean is exploit the horror by extracting its advantages. The bad which justifies the good. Is that it?
yeah, and then her arm just keeps going. And then she has, let's say she has fingers that are folding in here. And she has a thumb coming off of here. So something kind of like that. That would be considered an amorphous body type. Even going into a more extreme case, because good luck using that arm. We could probably push this a bit more though, too. Oh, Verbax, have a good lurk. I also want to do aquatic, but like amorphous aquatic. Take my strong hand. Take my strong hand. But yeah, that's kind of how I picture amorphous beings. They have something very off about themselves. And it's usually disproportionate to the rest of the body. It makes them kind of like tilt on one end. So for instance, her face looks regular, but her body has this very irregular shape. What would happen if we did it the other way around? Just like the shadow beings, they'd have really weird eyes. Let's say here's the nose, here's the mouth, and they'd have just really irregular facial structure.
Whoa! Oof. Ow.
Pain.
Hello.
Hi, Ghost Potato, welcome in, and hello, Radiant, welcome in. I got you mixed up with Renetta a little bit about Futa. Feet! No, don't look at my feet, Radiant. Don't look at them.
Your daughter told me that you actually knew a werewolf.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. Have their head. Not amorphous, their head's a little cleaner, their hair is a little nicer. But their eyes are definitely, like, really fucked up. And then maybe one ear is really small, and the other is kind of big. Just something to make their bodies look completely unproportional. And really hard to read as a facial structure. Something like that. So those are the two ways amorphous individuals can come about, whether their face is really disproportionate or their body is really disproportionate in some way. And there's usually not symmetry. Eyes permanently saying no bitches. No bitches. And amorphality can happen to anything, even if they have extra body parts, because that extra body part could make their body asymmetrical. So amorphous just means here's the body of a person. Here's the person. They're just chilling. And then something about them is disproportionate. So let's say I have an arm here, I have an arm here. And then this person has like a creepy, like grotesque, sinewy wing on one side of their body that like grows out. Like that would make them amorphous because it means asymmetrical in a way. So a third leg, Actually, yes, a third leg, if on the other side of the body, would be counted as amorphous. You need to have symmetrical proportions in order to fit into another category. Otherwise, you're just considered amorphous, which is why they make up about 15 to 20% of the population, because there's always going to be something going wrong with this kind of DNA. I'm thinking of like the lady from that new Forest game. Oh, I haven't seen her. I have not played either of the Forest. I thought amorphous was having no form. Yeah, amorphous does mean having no form, but they're using it as a category for having no symmetrical form. Having an estranged body shape, basically. Also, if you are a glob person or a slime person, you count in that too, apparently. At least I think they would count you in that. Because here, amorphous technically does mean lacking physical form or shape, but here I'm using it as a means of lacking a physical form or shape that helps you stay fully functional in society in a way, because it is a little more, you are considered a bit the conditions can be very unique. So it's a little hard to get generalized treatment, general clothing. You're gonna need to get a lot of custom stuff in order to actually live comfortably. Alice Stranger, you'll strange by what? You'll strange by what, Ghost Potato? You'll strange by what? But yeah, it just means asymmetrical, in a way. Asking the questions that should be asked. Oh, what having a side wee-wee is amorphous. I mean, yes, you are correct. If something about your body has made you asymmetrical, you are considered amorphous. And weirdly enough, shadow beings and amorphouses kind of like... they kind of go hand in hand a lot of the time. Shadow beings have a hard time staying completely symmetrical. Not to say that it's not possible, but usually they fall into the amorphous category as well. So that is how I see all of these creatures, and it can get really crazy. So, like I said, you could have slime beings. Let's just have this one dude. He's just chilling, right? This guy's just fucking chilling. He's like, hey, I'm just chilling. See? He's just chilling. He's cool. He's just here. He's just hanging out. He's just a guy. Just a little dude. Just a little fella, even. And he's like, sup? And he's happy. He's a happy guy. Because he's just chilling. Let's say he's an older gentleman. Let's give him some of that sunken in eye looking... Lady face! Back and feeling way better? I'm glad to... David Zip, I'm glad to hear you're doing better.
I'm on my tippy toes.
If slime takes form of slime girl, is it still amorphous? I would consider it amorphous personally. Whether or not they'd consider it amorphous in the world that it's in depends. If slime girl kept that form, then she might be able to go into another category. However, if she is able to shape herself freely and the world or her society knows about that, then yeah, she would stay under the amorphous classification, because even though she has taken on a certain shape, it doesn't mean she can't change into another shape. I hope that makes sense. Earlier I was debating on heading to the hospital. Oh, jeez. It was that bad. I'm sorry. Shadow beings. Ow, I cut myself on the edge. Be nice to me, Radiant Wolf. Shadow beings are just another term for, like I said, people with like completely black components to their bodies. Chalky milk. Ooh. Amorphous is... Thank you, Ghost.
Himiko, did you bring enough for the class? I want chalky milk.
We have chalky milk! Never mind, we have chalky milk. What kind? Oh. There he go. Me when I get chalky milk. You have peach ramen, eh? Nice. Desmond, share your chalky milk. I will pour you all a glass. Who wants chalky milk? Get your teacups ready. Okay, but imagine everyone's got their teacups and looking super like posh and like, oh yes, hello, high society. And then you actually look in the cups and it's chocolate milk. Me, me, please. Oh, need a whole gallon for my chalky milk. Hell yeah. First time seeing wizard dance. Yeah, no, the wizard model, I kick my little fucking footies. But yeah, just I poured everyone just chalky milk in their teacups. There you go. Bloop. Kim's got them dynamic feet. I do. I kick my feet super high. You don't have chalky milk on tap in your cafe. I'm out of here. No, we have chalky milk. Leon just said we have chalky milk. We picked some up yesterday. I did not realize we picked some up yesterday. But yeah, he got chalky milk for us yesterday. Can we have milk instead? Of course. You're cool. Yo, that's sick. Sorry, I got really excited. Leon's playing he's playing Minecraft right now. He's just chilling, letting his leg heal. Legit art fiend and adorable fun bean. Ow, 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 ow. But apparently he's playing a Legend of Zelda map. Oh, that spider killed you. Did it just take it along on our ranch? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ah, I'm up here now.
Cease the hiccups. No! I will always hiccup. I am a hiccupy son of a bitch. Alrighty.
Ah, eek, eek. Hide the face. Eek, 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 eek. Eek, 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 eek. Eek, 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 eek.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna continue on drawing my little blob man here. Why'd you say that? I'm sorry, Hydra! I forgot you! I didn't realize you were here! I thought I could just say whatever and no one would know. Shh, don't tell anyone. Here, see? It's good now. Alright, let me do my poo shows. Desmond dropping slurs. Yeah, I said. Oh, my wire's so long. Oh, you can go across the entire room, guys. I'm at the edge of the room, kind of. My wire's like 10 feet long. That's really cool. Alright. Let me get on the floor and do the dinosaur. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, my shoulder popped. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Whew. I did it. I did my push-ups. Alright, I'm coming. I'm coming back. Whew. Let me do the stretch. It's easy to do the dinosaur when you are the dinosaur. Speaking from experience, Ladyface. Damn. Fucking got her. Cannot repeat in English. Old hammerhead bats. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They just they look weird. Okay. Actually, let me Google hammerhead bats. Are those the bats that I'm thinking of? Hammerhead bats look funky. They look real funky. Aw, they're kinda cute. Okay, some of them look pretty funky. But this one's cute. The fruit bat's adorable. They got big snoots. They do got big snoots. Some of them look a little funky, but some of them are pretty cute. They're like the bourgeois of the bat world, where they just have real long nose, real big old schnozzes. The males have harems. Nice. Oh wow, doing those push-ups tired me out. But yeah, hammer-headed bats look real funny. But they can be cute. All bats have the potential to be cuties. At least the way I see it. One male is responsible for 79% of the babies in a colony. Oh wow. Yeah, no. Oh. Flashing back to childhood hyperfixation on sharks. Oh, hammerheads were my fave. That's adorable. Why the fuck did Twitch censor dinosaur? Twitch censored dinosaur? Huh. Oh, hey, Twitch. What the fuck? I can read it just fine. And then again, I don't have my filter on, I think. I might not be a bat, but I'm a wolf. How dare you say those words? I'm sorry. Did Spooky scribble in VC? Excellent. I would love to see. By the way, if you guys want to draw your own creepy monsters and put it in VC so I can peek at it, go for it. I love seeing what you guys can do. I got stick bugged! Ghost potato, how dare you! Oh, and I got bunnied. Damn. This little bunny's so cute. It's cute. I peek. Yo, that looks sick. I like the drippy. I like the drippy black. It's really pretty. Yeah, that looks dope as fuck. Basically, Desmond said redacted, hammerhead redacted, bats redacted. Yeah, you're right. I did say all that. And then I said, I'm sorry. My mom taught me better. I shouldn't duck like that. Hammerhead bats are bats too. Renee, Radiant said, grasps pearls. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? Yeah. Don't tell her. You're flying off the handle with your free sweeps. I know. I'm a loose cannon. Alright. I'm gonna draw this dude. He's just chilling. He's happy. This is gonna be his neck. Here's his arms. And he's just a happy dude. I'm also gonna give him like a kind of worm-like body. So they can also have bodies like that. Where they have like... where they have really crazy worm bodies too. This would also be considered some sort of amorphous body type because the legs, they don't have a category for like worm legs. He could be considered, he could be argued to be in the snake category because he's got like a worm shape, but he doesn't have as many sections as the like snakes do. And let's say he actually doesn't have hands. Let's say he has like some little like mitt where his fingers have been fused. And let's actually give him a little tentacle arm. And he uses said tentacle arm to get a lot of shit done. And right now it's just chilling. This would be another version of amorphicity. So you can have qualities from other categories, but if you have that amorphous look, that's what you're gonna be in. First time streamer to flaming racist by flying misery. No. You'll come up with me to the bath because we don't care anymore about phone wet.
No, Radiant. Don't drop it.
I'm gonna borrow Leon's banhammer. Oh no. And Bunky. Oh no. Oh. That reminds me. I need to talk to you soon, Sugar Skull. Shakes. Shakes gently. But yeah. I consider this dude another amorphous body type. Oop. Oop. Yeah. Oop. New mod to the army. Oh. Am I in trouble? No, you're not in trouble. But you like to animate. Beeps fingers. Anyway. I'm gonna go through my little folder here again. Oh, right, flying. I might add flying, although flying is a rare thing. I don't know if they would have a category for flying, but I do know there would be some that have wings. Whether or not the wings can work, though, I don't know yet. I have to think about it. Anyway. So that's the amorphous body type. And it does inflict a lot of afflicted people. And they usually have to have doctors that have a pretty extensive medical record of them. And they, like I said, they have to get customized stuff most of the time. Like this poor girl, she would need to have a custom shirt made for her for the way her stomach is and also the way her arm is. If she wanted a shirt, by the way, that fit her proportions correctly, she'd have to get it custom tailored. Especially as well as this guy. He might be able to get away with, like, getting a shirt for, like, the snakes. Or, like, getting lower bottoms for, like, the snake beings. But if he wanted long sleeves, he'd need to have one that's especially long for his tentacle arm. And anyone with an extra body part sticking out of only one side of their body. They would also be considered amorphous. And unless it's like I said, symmetrical. So anyone who has a tail coming from the middle of their spine, for instance, just because it's one extra limb doesn't mean they are amorphous, it just means that symmetrically they have a tail. However, if they were to have, let's say, you know, here's another guy. Just chilling. Let's say if this dude was to have a tail growing off the side of his hip, or like a tentacle growing off the side of his hip, that would not be... that would suddenly not just be tail anymore. That would be straight up amorphicity. If he had 2 tentacles on either side, he's suddenly not amorphous anymore because he's symmetrical. So yeah, they use the term to mean lacking a symmetrical form. Let's give him some hair. Some quick, janky hair. It's a toupee, don't judge him. But that's how I see it. So yeah, those are my afflicted individuals. What's this song? Let me peek. It is called Autopsy Romance. Nice. And it's by someone called Dated. It's really nice. But with that out of the way, is there anything else I should cover? Actually, I'll take a few questions. If anyone is interested in knowing anything about the afflicted beings or about the world, hit me up now. And then I want to start discussing Eldritch horror with you guys, because Eldritch horror is one of my favorite genres of horror. Here we go. Writes down furious note taking. The deep sax is scratching my brain. It's a very nice music. Oh, it's cutting off his leg. Oh yeah, beings can be born without arms too, without like limbs or different parts of their body. They're also considered amorphous. Were humans the only beings that were affected by this drastic change? Yes, it was only humans. They don't see this happening to animals. Only themselves. Only humans, and they have no fucking clue why.
Arson!
Hello, Arson. Welcome in.
Thank you for the 5 Bs.
How'd your fortnight go? How'd your horde night go? Hi. And while y'all are asking a few questions, I want to do a couple more fun little sketchies.
Just a couple more little sketches.
We did not win. I see. But, I mean, hey, you had fun, right? You're actually doing art today? Nice! How do they whip? Wipe. How do they... Are we asking how different afflicted beings wipe their ass? Will the afflicted be able to genetically affect domesticated pets to look like this? I'll get to that in a second. Arson, that depends on the being. Most of them can. Some can't. Most of them can. Does that help? I hope that helps. But Sugar Skull, would the afflicted be able to genetically affect domesticated pets to look like this? I don't know if they would be able to, but I do know that there's probably a lot of suspicions about afflicted being like a contagion, especially during the early days, so people have probably stigmatized them as diseased, even though they're not. It's just genetic changes in the body. It's just the physiological makeup of like some sort of new strange evolution of humans' DNA. They don't know what's causing it. People are just fear-mongering, and a lot of people do believe that these guys will end up making your pets sick or turning them into monsters, or even turning other people into monsters. I wonder if some afflicted would emit spores or something that could spread to animals as the generations go on. That is a possibility. As it stands right now, I don't know if that exists, but it is it's a possibility, because we did draw a Venus flytrap lady. She had like a Venus flytrap head, like on top of her head. Who's kissing who now, Orson? Okay, oh, can you kiss him? That was... I was like, bro, is this gonna get gay? Can you kiss afflicted? Yes. If the afflicted consents, if they want a kiss from you, you can smooch them. If you want to smooch a creepy spider lady, go autocorrect. No, you're good. I understand. I know it was a typo. And typos happen here all the time. But yeah, you can kiss them. You wanna give some of them a smooch? This is just a handful of the more amorphous looking ones. But yeah, you can give them a little mwah. Water contamination if they bathe themselves and don't fully treat the water. I wouldn't say they can contaminate water in that way. At least most of them just can't. But like I said, there could be, sometime down the line, some sort of mushroom or fungal adapted afflicted. Because once again, we made a Venus flytrap, so there could be. But the point of the afflicted is not to induce DNA change in other people. At most, they would make it to where their future generations might have that DNA. But I don't think they'd be able to do it. And the reason I say that is because that's part of the stigmata. People believe they do it because people are assholes. Can you get the help? Can you get them to help you reach things on the top shelf? Yes. Welcome to my bath, bitches. Hi, bath. Thank you, Radiant, for bringing us into the bath, I guess. But, yeah, I don't want these guys to actually be contagious because they're not. They're rushed! It was weak, but it still counts. We're counting it. Especially since all your other...
my witness, you cannot just count every burp that comes out of my fucking mouth.
Yes, I can.
You gotta count the good ones.
No, I don't.
You can't be fucking just counting every piss whip that comes out of my mouth.
And no, we count all of them. Okay, then are the really good ones counted as extra ones?
They're counted as one.
Why are they counted as one?
Because they're the good ones.
No. Little ones count too. Yeah, Radiant says we count all. Sugar Skull says weak, that was loud! Okay, but he usually, like, belts it out. That man's can burp. But, no, we count all burps in this house. Just because it was kind of weak compared to your other burps. Don't mean shit. He's not looking at me anymore. He's avoiding me. No roar discrimination here. Exactly. Even bottom burps. We don't count bottom burps. We don't count toots. Hear me out. If they have big body parts, could you like Rat King them together to make a really big guy? I don't think so. Because they're sentient. They're beings with the ability to get themselves free, if they can. Frankenstein monster, maybe something like that. But to be fair, the original Frankenstein monster, his name was Adam, by the way, and he was great. He was actually extremely beautiful. Not if I tape them. Well, okay, at that point you're just making them be a rat king. But I don't think they can be a rat king if they're not rats. If we want the little set of bears, do you call it a bear roar? Yes. As long as it's a burp, no matter what happens as a result, I count it. Looks at him. Looks at the V-line. Get out of here. There we go. Oopsies. I want to draw someone with really creepy face. Then there's just fuck all and selectively breed them. True. There actually could be some form of breeding here and there. Some of them going, hey, if these two got together, then they could maybe have more stable DNA in certain departments. I'm sure that's happened. Especially during the 2nd to 4th generations. I'd be a little concerned. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference if I'm being honest. That man's burps are extravagant. I am gonna get a little sip real quick, though. Ah, I'm thirsty. Not the birds. Wait, how do they taste? The beings? The creatures? I don't know. Are we talking about, like, eating them or eating them? Like, what what venue are we discussing here? It's a great term to describe burps. Extravagant. Yeah.
Ah, my face. Itchy.
NG Todoroki, aka Endeavor. Eat that big arm of barbecue. I think they taste like a human because they're technically human. So, you know, you'd be a cannibal. You'd be considered a cannibal, at least. Well, maybe most people would consider you a cannibal. There's probably some humans out there who are just like, ew, evil monster, gross. And then they'll be okay with it, but like, for the most part, humans will be like, bro, what are you doing? I'm also gonna go look at a few more monsters. And get some inspiration. Oh, that looks really cool. Dude, that dude looks cool too. I'm looking at cool monsters. Gotta eat meat. You can eat meat! Meat exists! You don't gotta eat the afflicted though. They're pretty cool. They wouldn't eat you. At least not that I know of. I won't give this guy ears. Instead, I'll give him a little hole for an ear. Do they talk? Yes. They are fully sentient, human-born beings. Oh wait, you weren't here, I don't think, for it, when I explained what they were. The afflicted, these beings that I'm drawing, are actually born from humans. They came from humans as a first generation of, like, really elongated, spindly, pale creatures. Then why are they in their undies? Because they're born of humans. Also because Twitch would yell at me. Twitch would clap my ass cheeks if I didn't show them in their underwear. Because Twitch goes, "Is that a pee-pee?" And then I get kicked out off the platform. This is for all of our sake. I don't want to cover the pee-pee. We have tech to give them pants. We do have the tech to give them pants. Ooh, that is really cool. Oh, right. Wasn't there a manga that did something similar called, like, Parasite? Fuck, what was it called? Is it Parasite the Maxim? Maxim is... Yeah. Does that count? I think that kinda counts. But isn't that because they had parasites or something? I'd take care of them. I have a kid like this. Take care of him, feed him, pants him. Well, they're an entire people. They live in society with humans. It's just been a very turbulent history. I do want to cover Eldritch soon, though. Parasite's about the guy with the alien hand. Yeah, that guy! Okay, I'm gonna close out all of my references I got open. I don't need them anymore. And I'm going to finish doodling this being. I want to give it like creepy, like it's got creep going. Dye your chicken. I'm also being a lot more rough with my usual sketches because that's just the style I want to be seen in this piece. So this being has like really creepy, like shadowy skin on its mouth. Also, I have yet to draw one that's bald. There you go. Just another little dude. Something creepy. I'm also gonna go stare at Trevor Henderson for a second. No! Not Bob Cow! Balcio is, Hurst. Curse. She's here. She's followed me. I just heard Leon. Bitch, I'm a warrior. You can't fuck with me. You are, babe. You're a warrior. I'm very proud of you. I've always figured it out. What do you mean? Thinking about making some of them goopy. Gross. Because goopy can be scary. But it just depends on the creature. It depends on the goo. Because maybe some of them leak a little and they can't help it. They're just a cool guy. They can't help it. You know? Sometimes you just have a little bit of goo. Don't make you a problem, it just makes you gooey. Yeah, it does make you a solution. I'm also thinking of having some people have their, have certain body parts turned the wrong way, like their head's upside down. I think that's another Trevor Henderson thing now that I'm thinking about it. Like they accidentally have like a turned head. Sometimes you're just a bit gooey. Exactly. Sometimes you're just a little gooey. I also really like the idea of like tree. Look, whoopsies. Like tree-like beings. It's hard to do with just sketch pen. But stuff like this as well, like maybe if I just draw one eye and they're just like, sup, I'm here. Sup, I am here. And he's like, my nose is a little more open than usual, sorry. And he's just like, okay. My mouth is a little more open than usual too, sorry. Good. Good. I might give this one's hair because Baltzio has scared me to death. I'll give them an ear, but like maybe a really small one. I also want their eyes to look sunken in, so we'll go over it like this. And their mouth is just fully black. And they're just like, "Gah." Like, you know. Me at 2 a.m. when I wake up and I'm really thirsty.
Ah! Who did it? Tyrion!
Oh my god. We're at 50%. Oh no. We're at 50%. It's been 10 days. Oh no. She's gonna show up.
It's approaching at maximum tip loss.
She is approaching. Ugh. Pick up. Pick up and burp. Oh my god, 51. Motherfuckers. I am scared of what you have planned. Granted, I'll just be there watching. I won't have any ability to do anything. Because she, if given the power, will have taken over my stream for an entire day. But I will at least be able to be there and watch. My window's open so my cat is tapping my shoulder begging for pats.
Aww, Kibbeling.
I was actually gonna redeem the 4K to ask her opinions on monsters and her input. Yeah, no, I figured out how to get her out of here. She is currently unable to hop in. I have figured out, but I guess she figured out how to counter me and try and take over a whole stream instead, so yeah. That backfired on me. Oh yeah, this thing. This thing's creepy as fuck too.
I have an itch. Help.
Time for getting tortured is inevitable. I do expect her to get tortured. I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna be watching, and I'm also probably gonna yell at her sometimes. Because how dare she take my stream? How dare she manipulate all of you and pay you to bring her? To be fair, I know why you're doing it. You want to beat her up, and that's fucking hilarious. And I am here for it. I want to see her get beaten up.
Aw, well the pictures I pulled up aren't working. Damn it.
I pulled up a bunch of Trevor Henderson pictures, and just none of them want to fucking work. And I am very sad.
That's okay.
I can just close this out. I'll just look at them from the actual thing that I've been Googling. Also, I'm going to fill in... Whoa, that looks really cool. I kind of like that, but... I do want to keep... that. Also, some of them don't have chins. It's just kind of like an amorphous blend into the fucking neck. Rubs hands maniacally? Oh no. Also, you know how there's gonna be a 2.0 outfit coming in 2024? I wonder if she'll change her outfits to reflect mine. If only there was a way to push my friend Desmond over while he's streaming on Twitch.
Hey, man.
Don't push me over, I'm just a little guy. It's almost my birthday. This little dude looks polite. I give them a hug. Yeah, he's just a little guy. He's just chilling. Look at him. He's like, hey, what's up? He's just standing in line at the deli trying to get his meat. He's trying to order. He just wants his food. He just got off, like, his 12-hour shift, so he's really tired right now. He's just real tired. That's all. That's just it.
Blippi, how could you? How could you?
I was betrayed. I was yeeted across the floor. I slid across the wooden... I think I got a splinter. Don't worry, Blippi. You have to stream at some point. I will get you. I will get you. I just told you why I shake my head. Ace Attorney music. Almost my birthday.
It's not your birthday. Damn it.
You got games on your phone? Yeah, starts slowly putting it in his mouth.
I like your games.
I'm announcing my retirement. Are you? You get back here! Blippi, get back here. I'm running. I'm coming for you.
I'm coming. Chasing you. Get back here. Get back here.
Anyway. Wrong direction, Dickwad. What do they do? What does what do? The being specifically that I'm drawing, or the afflicted as a whole? Like job-wise. Oh! Okay, so different afflicted, depending on how well they can blend into normal society, can do a variety of jobs, but sadly they are relegated to lower paying jobs, jobs that are considered quote-unquote lower skill, even though you need just as much skill to do it as anyone else. And the ones that I've actually been focusing on for a potential webcomic story, they work at a carnival. Specifically, they work at, it's kind of like a fair or a ride, like a... Not really a circus. Not really a carnival. It's hard to explain. It's like a, Fuck, what are those things called that you go through when it's scary? Six Flags is doing them. Knott's Berry's Farm is doing them too, right now. It's called Not Scary Farm. Babe! Haunted mazes! I remembered. Sorry. I didn't mean to bug you for nothing. They're called haunted mazes. Haunted houses, yes. Haunted houses, haunted mazes. the two that I'm focusing on for my potential story, they work at haunted houses. When they're not doing that, they act as basically maintenance in the background. They're not allowed to really be seen because they are a minority group and they don't want humans to, because most humans, while they're okay with them, you know, from a distance, they aren't really okay with them as a whole yet. And it sucks, but it's just human nature. It is how humans have worked since the beginning of time. So Sal and Yuki, the spider girl, and Sal, the tentacle, tentacle back boy, they work, like I said, at this amusement park, and during Halloween season, they work as scare actors. I'm a lurk and eat. Okay, have a good lurk and a food. Are you gonna share? Can I have some? Ha. I want some. Ha. Nom, nom. Little bat scurries across the table and eats part of your food. But yeah, so she works inside like a haunted forest Japanese shrine looking thing. And her job is to run around with her 6 arms and boo and scare people and, be wearing like a white kimono with blood all over it. Just, stereotypical, shallow interpretation of what a good old Americana thinks Japan is. And then, Sal, since he's like 7 feet tall and he's extremely lanky, he has a little bit longer arms than average, and he acts as like a, I think they're called Taiwan, like Taiwanese, vampire lantern ghosts, where he like lifts giant lanterns, and he works in the fog area. So, different parts of the area, different parts of the park have haunted spooks where, like how scare actors will actually run around and chase you on the street. He has a designated zone that he stays in, and he acts as like a creepy lantern light dude. But he also acts as kind of like security, where he will make sure people don't get hurt or aren't getting fucked with in that fog area. Because it's supposed to be scary, but it's not supposed to be where you get mugged or attacked. So he acts as a 2-in-1 scare factor, but also as just straight up security if someone's getting attacked. Because you can't see there. Only 2 I've ever been to is Edinburgh Dungeons and the Blackpool Dungeons. There's a haunted maze museum going through the underground cities and dungeons of the cities, so the scare actors also share history facts. Yo, that's so fucking cool! I wanna go! Babe, we have to go to Scotland! We have to go to Scotland during Halloween, because apparently it's really fucking cool! Man, that sounds dope as shit. I'd go in a fucking heartbeat. Oh my god. Okay, I've gone through a few haunted mazes here and there. I had fun, but I was also terrified the entire time. But I probably tripped out a lot of these scare actors because I'm a weirdo. And I'd get scared and they'd be like, oh, you look cool! And then I just keep going. And poor Leon, they just skipped him. Because they were like, that man is 6'5" and built like a brick shit house. I don't want him to hurt me. Oh, I know you wouldn't hurt anyone, babe, but I think it's just a not really a force of habit, but scare actors do have a history of they have a risk of getting attacked. It's sad, but it's true. They're just people, but some people do have a fight or flight, and that fight kicks in more than the flight does, especially bigger dudes. So it's not against you, I promise. It's just they probably just don't want to risk getting hit, sadly. Because, like I said, I know you would never do it, but they don't know that. And they've probably had a lot more bad experiences than good. Which is why they pick on the tiny little idiot in front of you. Or was it because I was behind you? I don't remember anymore. I just know I had fun. Leon should be the one of those spooky houses. Leon would be a great scare actor. He doesn't get scared of anything, and he's huge and imposing. He would be a wonderful scare actor. I would probably be like the cackling little gremlin in the corner, and that's it. But yeah, they're scare actors. My little monsters are scare actors. Most of them actually get a lot of their revenue as scare actors during the spooky time. Desmond just crawling along the ceiling. I would actually, it's really easy for me to get low to the ground because of how short I am, so I'd just be scuttling on all fours chasing people. That would be a lot of fun. I'd love to be a scare actor, but I don't want to risk getting kicked in the face. That's why I appreciate the scare actors when we went through there. I'm like, you're doing great! Y'all are so cool and scary! Because I'm like, I love the scare actors. I love them. They're awesome. Also, there was one that was kind of like a adventure where like stuff is happening in real time and you get split up with all like different parties, and like it was like an infection thing happening and you had to run through, and it was really cool. And I remember there was one maze that fucked up Leon a little bit because it was the very end of it. And it was like a haunted hospital or some shit that we were running through, and at the very end it just looks normal with smiling nurses, and he was like, fuck that. Like, after all the creepy gross shit we saw, the normal room with smiling nurses got him. And I don't blame him, that shit was terrifying. It was like, ooh, I hate that. I hate the implications. You remember that, babe. It was really fun. I'd love to go again and take, like, well, maybe not take pictures in the scare maze, because that would be annoying as fuck. But it was really cool. I love haunted mazes. That shit was fun, even though I was perpetually shitting my pants. And that was the first time I'd ever done it, because I was such a spooky, scared baby. My favorite part was when the doctor actor picked someone out of the audience to sit in an old medical seat. He explained old doctors would drain all the blood from the patient to examine them, especially during the plague, so that way they, so the way they did that is that he sliced a knife through a bag of fake blood that was next to the audience member's wrists, so everyone shit themselves. Nice. That's great. I love when there's audience participation, because then you're just like, no, they got Steve! Steve's dead! That's great. I love horror. I love Halloween. I love scary stuff. Scary stuff makes me happy. Even though I'm a scared little baby bitch boy, I still love it. That's why I inhale so much, like, spooky stuff. Sorry for pausing your part of reality. No, you're good. But yeah, that's why I watch a lot of horror. Maybe not movies so much anymore, because a lot of horror movies are just shit. There's a lot of shitty horror movies. I'll try and find that part of the video. That would be lovely. Couldn't help but play songs and sing along. Of course! But yeah, I love horror. Like I said, horror movies nowadays are kind of shitty. The horror movies of good quality now are like few and far between, and if you want to find really good ones, hop across the water. Go to Japan or Korea to look for good horror. They're still doing really good. And that's because I know at least American filmmaking, Western filmmaking, we do a lot of like just jump scare based horror. And also slashers. Slashers don't scare me. Like if it's just big giant human dude that is killer now, I don't fucking get me. Gore also doesn't scare me. It's just gore. Like this is gonna tell a lot about me, but we watched The Walking Dead, right? Back when it was like super popular. And I could just straight up eat my food while watching The Walking Dead. Like gore does not fuck with me at all. There are only rare instances where it can get me, and I think it's mostly sound that can get me sometimes, like hearing like really visceral, like squishing or like crunching, like bones. That can get me, but the sight alone does not fuck with me. I do not care about, like, the sight doesn't scare me. If you think they're shitty, you should check out Emesis Blue. It's on YouTube. I don't know what Emesis Blue is, but I'm assuming it's a new horror movie, I guess. Also, indie companies don't count. If it is an indie filmmaker that made it big, then more than likely that shit's probably fucking good. Like, Skinamarink, for instance. Skinamarink is a phenomenal movie, but it's not made like a traditional horror movie. It's made more like found footage. It's on IMDb. Ah, got it. And it was a team of people. I can look into it at least. Yeah, sounds get me more than the sight. Yeah. Because the sight, I think it's just because I'm like... I don't know. Blood and gore don't get me. I think it's because I've just... I don't know. It don't fuck with me. Do know it's TF2 as... Oh, right. That's right. Emesis Blue is the Team Fortress 2 thing. Still scary to most. I'll look into it. But that doesn't count as, like, a horror movie. When I say horror movie, I mean that, like, Hollywood blockbuster bullshit. It has been a crapshoot for years. The Nun is shit. The Nun 2 is even more shit. Like stuff like that. The Amityville horror, the older stuff is okay. But what really fucks me up is the Japanese and Korean horrors. They do such a good job, and that's because, like I said, Western film media works more with just needless, pointless jump scares to try and get a reaction out of you. Japanese horror is slow, quiet, and it sneaks up on you very carefully. And then it gets you. It's really good. I love it. Also, hair is still something that, like, it just really does not sit well with me. I don't like hair. At the best of times, like, off the body, obviously. But when you see hair coming out of, like, a fucking printer or something, or, like, draping out of a door, no. I don't like it. I don't like people using hair for means other than being on the top of someone's head. If it's anywhere it's not supposed to be, especially in clumps like that, no. And I think that's why Japanese horror can get me so good, because they do employ hair as a scare tactic, or like the presence of a ghost. At least to me. So that could be why it gets me more than others, but also found footage. Found footage is pretty good. I liked what was that one movie when it came out? Quarantine. I really liked Quarantine. It's not as scary nowadays. But, the fact that they're, like, locked in, and they're just trying to figure their shit out, and people are randomly attacking each other because it's, like, a super crazy disease. Quarantine was really fun. It was really cool. It was pretty spooky. I liked it. Quarantine 2 was terrible. Oh, what scares me is working in S&M. SFM. What's SFM? Should I know?
Hiccups, please.
I'm trying to think of other... Source Filmmaker. I'm so stupid. To be fair, I don't fuck with Source Filmmaker. You are not frog.
I am not the frog. I am not the frog.
I'm trying to think of other horror movies that have gotten me, because like I said, the others don't really do much for me. It's games that get me a lot more, because I think they're so interactive. Movies, you're watching it happen to other characters, and video games, you're having it happen directly to you. And I usually watch that because I'm watching someone else play it, whether that be Leon or a YouTuber. I'm like,
I ain't doing that. Not alone. Fuck that.
You made me on.
Hee
And I'll do it again. Also, I'm gonna give this guy little ears. And I want the ear to look shriveled up. The worst part about it is that I love using it. Oh. I don't use SFM. Good, it's hell. Do it. You won't. Okay. And what? And what? I can yawn on command, Sugar Skull.
You bad brat. Hee hee. Ella, Ella. Ah, don't look at my underwear.
Actually, I think this. I think I have little shorts on. What are those? I have little shorts. I think I have little shorts. I got little shorts on. I saw my little black shorties. Let me get the heck out of here.
Eek, eek, eek.
It's based on a 2008 version of TF2. Okay. Now where was I? With the world building stuff. Like I said, I do want to cover Eldritch Horror here in a second, because Eldritch Horror is my favorite. Eldritch Horror makes my brain tingle, for reasons I will explain in a moment. I just want to finish drawing this little guy. He's just saying, "Buh." He's getting his groceries. He's had a long day at the Piggly Wiggly. You were talking about what they were doing for work in the world. Oh yeah. Like I said, scare actors, most common job just because of obvious reasons. You don't have to pay for prosthetics when you just naturally come like that, you know? Eldritch Horror.
Yeah, Eldritch Horror. I love Eldritch Horror.
Junji Ito is really good at Eldritch Horror, by the way. Great, now I'm Yanni, motherfucker. If you really like Eldritch Horror and you haven't read up on Junji Ito, do so, please. His stuff is really good. And it usually has like really cool twists to it that make me happy. Alright, I won't give this guy a full jaw, I'll just have his head kind of like melding. I'm also gonna give him like wrinkles on his neck. Make it look kind of earthwormy. He's just a dude. He's just chilling. So after I'm done drawing this, we can cover Eldritch Horror. The face is uncanny. Good job. Thank you! I love me and my scary horror. I just love monster design and I love body horror. Like, give me a good creepy monster. Makes me real happy. Like Trevor Henderson. He's one of the bigger influences for me. Look at these dudes just hanging out. They're just talking. The guys are just having a chat about the game. Also, for those who don't know who Trevor Henderson is, he's the guy who actually invented Siren Head. Siren Head was the one of many creatures that blew up.
Pet the wee one.
You okay, Pippa? Ha ha. I'm just checking on you, because I love you. Yeah, he invented Siren Head, but he has created so many more creatures. Me like Siren Head. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like the mouth thing it's got going on. Itchy. Okay, we're good. They look sad. Kind of. They're just chilling. I'd like to think they're just chilling. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of a few more of these reference pieces that I have pulled up. There we go. Yeah, the girls are talking. Put a little thing in your VC.
Oh, a
Thank you, Period, for the sippy. I am very thirsty. Oh, water. Oh. Delicious. Alright, I will peek. I'm looking in VC. I love those things! Wait. Is that like a box? Let me make you a very haunted location for my prospective project. Oh, that's really cool! It is the beginnings of a beautiful art piece, and I'm very excited to see the end of it. I can't find the specific part, but I found a vlog that has little snippets of the Blackpool Dungeons experience. I'll drop it in PC.
Thank you, Himimi. I would love to see it.
I won't play the video, like, fully, but I am gonna look at it. Did he just say victims? Actually, should we watch this real quick? Do you guys want to watch this with me? It's 8 minutes. I'd be down to watch it. I like SCP stuff most. SCP is also pretty cool. I think Trevor Henderson has actually contributed some of his art to SCP. Yeah, me too. Yeah, SCP is dope. I actually have a friend who made a really cool SCP concept. I'm not gonna say it here because that's her design and I don't want it, like, taken or, like, you know, I know you guys would never do it, but I don't know who watches the VODs. So I'm keeping it to myself until she can get it published. But I know a friend who actually wrote a really cool SCP concept. And if it ever gets published, I would love to discuss it with you guys. Babe, do you remember Homegirl's SCP? Kira. Do you remember when she made it? I could actually ask her. Sorry, I'm distracting you and you're killing zombies. There's 40-something minute video of the Edinburgh dungeons, but there aren't as many scare actors in it. SCP is scary, cool, and sad. Yeah, some of them are very sad. So I say, yeah, let's watch this video real quick. Because I want to see what all this is about. Let's bring this... Whoopsies! Don't mind me. Just accidentally fucking it up.
Hiccup. Another hiccup.
Alright.
Let's watch it.
This is Croc Cowboy Boots now? Oh no! What does that mean? Oh, like Crocs? Oh no. How dare you distract the bear from his zombie splatting? I know, how could I? I'm a terrible person. Hello, Sunshine, welcome in! We're gonna watch a video real quick because we're discussing horror. I can't really hear it at the moment. Hold on, let me turn it up.
Hello, I'm Will.
Alright.
I'm the editor of the Blackpool.
How does that sound,
Bible.
guys? Pretty
We
good?
call it the BPL Bible for short because BPL is short for Blackpool,
Here, I'm gonna do this so
or
I
at
can
least the airport anyway.
see what he's talking about.
The BPL Bible is Blackpool's local online community. We spread the good word about Blackpool. Tonight's good news.
Okay, so
It's
this
down
guy
here.
is going through... Sounds good. Okay, good. Oh, jeez. Oh, I guess it's just pictures.
It's you! Come forward.
Hey, the dude's hat looks really dope. I'm assuming he's one of the guys that brings them
I'd
in.
hate to see your bad side.
Oh yeah, he's one of the actors, I think.
Beauty of the GoPro is it sees nothing in the dark. Here we are in the Blackpool.
Dude, those drinks look really good. Oh, it's a kind of like a, well, not a guillotine, but it is like an execution table. Blackpool's a huge tourist place in England.
It's time, peasants. It's time.
Trick or treat, trick or treat. What's the roads in here you'll meet? Some are nice, some are mean.
Ooh, someone is here. I got my picture in that. Nice.
Who knows
Which
what
way?
else
Here's the
might be
mashup.
lurking in the dark? You won't be on your
Oh, it's
own
mail.
very long.
We one got mail.
Ooh.
Tifutoeo et Capellum.
Ignored Ohio and
See
Amana.
death coming towards us like black smoke.
Scary Brachiosaurus!
I guess we're skipping that part. It looks medieval. It's really interesting.
Not finished with you. Over here.
I'm waiting for the stabbing though. Love and subtitles are not what's being said. Oh no, that's just hilarious. It is very medieval. It looks really cool.
I am your torturer. In these times of war.
Here, I'm gonna actually turn this off because it's making it hard to read those.
To get that information.
So yeah, he is dressed up in medieval garb.
Raise your arm in the air.
But I don't know the historical context of the Blackpool Tower yet. Oh, I think this is the part where they do like the fake blood.
We're gonna play a little game.
It wasn't a doctor, it was a torturer. Yeah.
What do you think I use this
You okay,
for?
babe?
What noise would you make?
Who taped it to fucking back? I'm not struggling to open a package.
But its beauty lies in its simplicity.
Fuck me, that made me
Can
jump.
be used in any orifice of my choosing.
Is he gonna stab, quote unquote, stab the guy with that?
Stand up. Face the wall.
Uh-oh.
Hands on the arms of the chair.
Let's not show this. Ah, man, I wanted to see it.
Tried for your wicked crimes. Apart from you. I
Uh-oh.
look like you got some information for me.
Uh-oh.
Go out those doors and turn right. Get out.
Off to court we go. Babe, you still struggling with that?
You will burn alive until you're medium to well done.
Stick it for the pit.
Boo the witch!
Boo! Boo! Why are we booing this lady? Off to Ace Attorney we go. Boo! Boo this woman.
There's no innocence here. Come on, out here. Boo the sinner!
Boo!
Name?
Guilty for having a vagina.
Where are you from? Guilty! You're a person from Blackpool walking around Blackpool. Get out of my sight. Boo-ah!
You have boobs. You're guilty. Witch trials, maybe, possibly. That does sound like witch trials. The witch trials basically went, you are guilty of being a woman. You are guilty for serving your husband bread instead of the pea soup he asked for.
Rescue! Get out of my sight.
Oh, spooky dark passage. Can't see anything here. It's scary. I'd love to go through this. This looks so fun. You're guilty of making me feel gay, so off to the gallows. Off to the gallows! It's been years since I've been here, so I don't think I remember the context. That's okay, Mimi. I understand. Oh, that was creepy. Hey there. Babe, are you good? You need help? Hey, War of the Roses! That was when the Tudors started fighting each other. Tudors started fighting their family. The red roses and white roses.
Now, there's two ways to make a bit of extra money in Skippool. There's cockfighting and there's smuggling. And judging by your face, man, you know
Smuggling
strangers
cocks.
are cockfighting, are you?
Chickens. Chickens, not penis. Chinkins.
I curse you to share my fate.
Now we're getting cursed by a lady.
Peasants of Pendle.
I guess she's getting hammered into something?
Peasants of Pendle.
Remember years ago when I went to a haunted house, there was a moment where it was just pitch black and that got me. Oh no, sugar skull!
Prepare to meet your maker.
It's not blue.
Leon ordered huge dice. They like fit in my palm. Big. Ooh, drumblies. Whoa, that was fucking cool.
Bit of a shock when you think you're going upside down.
Okay, Lewis! This bit scared the shit out of me. And as you sit in a dark room, this guy walked around and would grab the seat and put a fake knife up to your neck. Ooh, fuck that. That's really cool though.
That is quite a little shock at the end there.
It tends to 6 minutes away. Oh, Buffy. Oh my god, you got gift shop there? Yo! Oh wow, that's a... Is that a coffin? That is a coffin. Me though.
It's tiny. Hi, baby. Hi, little baby.
Please there.
I love it. Hey,
I'm gonna cry, baby. Ooh, treats. Ayo. Nice. Nice. This will just be decoration for my house. I'm trying to get rid of women so there's only men. It's pretty gay. Yeah. I think I got a shirt there. If I did, it's long gone by now.
Oh no.
I don't know what this is, but it looks like some sort of coin presser. Oh, it's a it's a coin presser. That's cool. Yeah, those are machines, for those who don't know what that is, or you're too young to know, or you haven't seen one. You can put like a penny into coin pressers, and you roll it, and it reshapes the coin into another shape with another design on it. Those rats are so fucking cute.
What are your thoughts on it?
I love them. I want to kiss their tiny little heads.
Interesting. Jumpy.
I want to give all little rats little smoochies on the
It was
tops of their
genuinely
heads.
entertaining.
Ratters are so cute. Hey, it's Jester. Jester with the hat. There's a tarantula.
Is that one your
Hey,
spider as well there?
Well, a little lady. Or it could be a lady.
Oh, pretty.
Start with Ratatouille.
Okay.
Hey, that was really cool. Yeah, I love horror stuff. That made me happy.
Ah!
Who did it? Anomalous buddy. Welcome home, anomalous buddy. Is that what you wanted? My music's a little loud now. I'm gonna turn it down. Yeah, now my volume's all skewed and stuff. There we go. Gotta turn it down just a little. I am content. Excellent. Alrighty, so I've drawn some cool, creepy monsters. Especially what I would consider a lot of the afflicted to look like. Especially depending on what they were born with. Like I said, most of them, they can look pretty okay. Recording isn't allowed there. That'll explain why it was so hard to find. That makes sense. I mean, I can understand why they wouldn't want recording. They want people to actually, you know, go there and see everything.
Thank you, Himimi. I'm normal.
It is I, normal man. But I can understand why they wouldn't want people to just record, because they don't want people to just watch the experience and not like actually come and experience it for themselves. Small. But yeah, I understand. Alrighty, so I'm gonna start covering Eldritch Horror. This is still World Building Wednesday after all, and I've pretty much covered how I want my afflicted beings to look like. Now, I wouldn't consider their story to be of an Eldritch Abomination thing, at least not yet. I'm still exploring the concepts. Normal? Scary! Ooh, and scary. Also, I might do that on a couple of days throughout the week while we get closer to Halloween. I might watch some spooky videos.
Thank you for the pet, baby.
I might watch like really, really creepy videos to get in the mood. Also, why'd you say no, wee one? Leon said no. I'm not allowed, I guess. I'm not allowed to watch spooky videos. Why not? What? What do you mean not without you? Afflicted beings can go suck a dick. Ah! Actually, no, I can go suck an afflicted dick. Radiant said, hold up. Monster, gotta smash. Which is fair. Alright, so Eldritch Horror. Eldritch Horror is coined by, I don't know who exactly invented the term, but I do know the father of invention was a good old... a bought my blood? Man, fuck that whore. Y'all might be confused. He just showed me a card of a character from Vanguard. Fuck that bitch. So, Eldritch Horror, also known as Lovecraftian Horror, is, or also Cosmic Horror, is a basis of invention made by, named after the guy who made it, H.P. Lovecraft. And he didn't coin the term, of course, but he started the movement because we have to go into a quick delve of the man first before we can go into the actual understanding of the genre. H.P. Lovecraft was a very skittish man, and he was extremely closed-minded. That led to being extremely racist, even for his time. Even, like, regular people in the, like, early 1900s were looking at him like, bro, calm down. Like, they thought he was nuts. Lynetta, though? Lynetta? I don't know, is that from, fuck, is that from Sucker for Love? I can't remember. But yeah, search it up. Okay. Yep, okay, good. Yeah, I recognize the name. But he was extremely, and I use this word very seriously, he was extremely xenophobic. And this extended into his life. He was very troubled from a very early age because his mother got sick, started having hallucinations, and then was not properly taken care of. And that didn't do him any justice. And then he moved out of the comfort of his home in New England to live in a city with his wife. And it scared him because there were people there that weren't white and upper class bred like the New Englanders, the proper nobility of New England. 'Cause back then, if you were from New England, you thought you were nobility. I don't know if that's the same thing. I don't know if that's how they feel nowadays, but that's how they used to see themselves. And he took Gothic horror, because I've read a lot of his stuff. I still get confused when someone says xenophobia, like you had the chance to say geophobia. Ooh, I learned new info about Edgar Allan Poe recently that ties into Tim Burton. If you want to hear about it, sure, write it up, show it to me. But Lovecraft was very inspired by Edgar Allan Poe at the beginning of his writings, and you can see it in a lot of his stuff. But I'm gonna give you guys a little snippet, at least in my opinion. H.P. Lovecraft, as an author, he's kind of weak sauce. No offense to, like, the concepts are cool now, taken out of context, but his actual writing, it's not as punchy as the guy he's clearly inspired by, which I believe is Edgar Allan Poe, because there are a lot of crossing. It feels like there's a lot of cross-pollination with the writing. I don't know who else he was inspired by, but I could definitely see influences of Edgar Allan Poe in his writing, and he just doesn't do it as well. Edgar knew how to write. Poe wrote some cool shit, and Lovecraft kind of fell short. But when he started leaning more into, like, the mythos and the horror and stuff, he made a really good jumping off point for Lovecraftian horror. And that just was because he was scared of everything, so he wrote about it. Edgar Allan Poe's mother was very sick. She had tuberculosis, so her looks were how I put in VC chat. Yeah, no, tuberculosis was fucked, by the way. Why is her head so big? I don't know if that's an error on the artist's part. Tim Burton was inspired by him. Well, yeah, a lot of... Blippi? You forgot who I am? Blippi? Welcome in. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Desmond Jack, and I'm a vampire bat butler, also known as a butler. I go by he, him, product. For gore, I go by he, him, product that I like to draw as old as Worldbuild on Wednesdays. I also play a variety of games from RPGs to roguelikes. And today we're talking about horror, and world building, and writing. That's actually how she looked due to tuberculosis. Oh, her head looked a little bigger because of it? Oh, shit. Oh no, he more. That's, I'm gonna munch Blippi's ankles. Any more iron? Yeah. Do it. Her eyes were sunken and big like that. Ah, that makes sense. Tim Burton said, hey, I'm gonna draw all my characters like they got tuberculosis. Tim Burton's style is really cool. It's very creepy. Very creepy core. But Tim Burton's also kind of a controversial figure, which I'll get into at some point. But let me go back to Lovecraft here. Yeah, so he started writing stories based on his xenophobic views, which meant that a lot of his villains were people who were ethnically different from him. And they were usually in cults. They were like in evil cults that worshipped Dagon or Cthulhu. They were like Cthulhu cult members. Or Shub. Oh no, I don't know if I can say her name. The Black Goat. I don't like how her name fills in my mouth when I say it. So I'm Shub Roth. I'm just gonna say that for now. I could say it in a Spanish way. Anyway, the Black Goat, mother of 1,000 young. She's also really creepy. I hope I didn't miss Desmond's reaction to me joke. No, I waited. What do you call a writer from the 1800s is also a policeman? Edgar Allan Poe. I'm trying to give a thumbs up, I promise. Why do my fingers look bent? What's wrong with my hands? But, nowadays, people don't associate his xenophobia with this stuff. Can't have a famous monster fucker and not have them be problematic. Can't have shit in Detroit. To be fair, Tim Burton isn't a monster fucker. He's just a little problematic. It seems like... And this upsets the fuck out of me. It seems like gothic stuff and then racism kind of hold hands. And that upsets me. Gang signs. No, it was a thumbs up! I was doing this! It's not even showing it. Give me my hand. I was doing... Jeez! I was doing this. Thumb. Up. But my index, it thought it was my index finger, and my index finger went... Let's be honest, he's a monster fucker. I mean, he could be. I actually have no clue about anything regarding Tim Burton. I just know he really likes hiring Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter for all of his shit. Cyberpunk has similar issues. You're becoming afflicted. Teehee. With like shitty stuff being treated as normal. Ah, got it. But yeah, nowadays people don't associate Lovecraftian cosmic horror as xenophobic. They just really love the concept of the cosmic horror itself, and they've taken it out of its context and brought to it new context. For him, the context was, I'm scared of everything outside of my little bubble, and anyone who's anything darker than paper and not well-bred, I'm scared of. Because fun fact, he also hated white people if they were poor. He was a very special kind of asshole. He hated everyone if they weren't him. Anyway. Nowadays, people just completely take that out and they say, no, fuck that, it's dumb. And they make it something more personal to themselves. For me, the concept of something so big and incomprehensible is what I love about cosmic horror. The fact that we could just be a god's dream and not even know it is fucking cool to me. We could disappear in the blink of an eye the moment that god wakes up. Oh, hello? Is my hand okay? Hello? Like, it's so fucking fascinating to me. I'm gonna stream Lunacid too. I already said it. If you want to, though. Tonight? Damn. Trying to remember what he'd done, and then I remembered the stuff that happened with this recent movie. Yeah. Let's be honest. 80% of the people here are monster fuckers, and 20% be lying! Yeah. I'm just saying. Everyone in the world would fuck at least one monster. It just depends on the monster. Let's be fucking real here. Even Leon could be considered a monster fucker, depending on the monster you show him. But yeah, Tim Burton's bad. He's a little controversial because he doesn't employ black characters and black people in his movies because they're not aesthetically pleasing, as he worded it, because they're not super fucking pale, I guess. And it's like, bro, that's fucked up. That's goddamn racist is what that is. Black people are goth too. Well, they can be goth. Not all black people are goth. Just like not all white people are goth. Your ethnicity has nothing to do with goth or being undead. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand the logic. FF14 exists because people are monster fuckers. You know what? Garuda can get it. The fact that we might just be a couple of walls away from anomalous entities is amazing. It is! It's really fucking cool. Also, the idea of, not the fourth wall, but the fifth wall. The fifth wall is also a cosmic horror thing. Sexy monsters all over the place in there. Me who is ace. Well, darn, I'm the hard one out. But you can still appreciate monsters, right, Sugar Skull? You are a little monster. You're a little skull with tentacles. You're so cute. You're like a cute little monster skull. You're precious, and I want to hug you. Alright, close enough. Yeah, close enough. Ugh, stretchies. Stretchies, stretchies. But yes, you still appreciate monsters, and you are a cute little monster yourself. I count it. When I say monster fucker, I also count people who just platonically appreciate monsters. It reminds me of a bit in early Brooklyn Nine-Nine of the crowd of teens just yelling, "Black people can't sell drugs!" Just change that to "Black people can't be gone." Yeah, I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That shit is funny as fuck. Oh my god. Black people can't sell drugs! Oh fuck, it's so silly. Brooklyn Nine's great. You can't sell drugs. Watch me! Me starts selling... hold on. I'm trying to think of a drug that's not actually illegal. Me sells ibuprofen. Starts selling ibuprofen on the streets. Sugar Skull's not a cute monster skull. Saturnine Cranium is the cute monster skull. You're right. The sweetest, cutest tentacle skull. How can you say something so correct? Imagine being ace but feeling weird because being that ace that appreciates nude neurotic art for art. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. being ace just means not finding things sexually stimulating. It doesn't mean you can't pop a boner, it just means nothing actively triggers it. It also doesn't mean that you can't appreciate eroticism. It just means it doesn't do anything for you. Literally, that's all it means. It also doesn't mean you won't do naughty stuff. Just most aces, from what I've heard, don't. But it doesn't mean you won't, because maybe you like the personal gratification of helping a partner. You know, shit like that. It's a lot of nuance. Alright, so where was I? Right, Lovecraft. So, like I said, nowadays, we do our own shit with it. Junji Ito is probably one of the most prevalent cosmic horror writers slash artists that I've seen in a long time. Trevor Henderson, I would maybe kind of consider him cosmically horror-y adjacent, because while he doesn't draw anything like super cosmic, and he doesn't do anything with like tentacles, a lot of the stuff is unknown, and no one really can explain it. And some of the creatures that he makes are huge. They're larger than life. There's like giant fish in the air, like huge giants, like giant meatballs with teeth in their mouths. Like, that's pretty cool. And I would consider it a little cosmic-y just because it's like unknown, anomalous beings where you're just like, what the fuck are you? For real, sometimes I just see a piece of art that's just like, holy shit, that anatomy! And I just start breaking down the style. Yeah! There's nothing wrong with that. It's real fucking cool. I'm far down the scale, if that makes sense. And that is perfectly fine. But yes, cosmic horror is something I've been thinking about for a while, and I would love... I actually did this with Leon the other day. I talked about some potential quote-unquote cosmic horror for myself. One of them being this one that I've thought about a lot, and I brought it up, I think, on stream, and Medic talked about it for a little bit with me. But it's the idea that you are a tech worker. You're a dude, just chilling, working in the tech industry, and you have been hired to help with the latest VR experience. And they said that they have come up with something that no one can tell is different from real life. So you come in one day after the prototype has been finished, and you put on that headset, right? You put on that headset, and you're transported to a world, and you can't tell the difference between the real world and the world that you are now stepping foot into. The grass even sounds a little more crunchy. Everything smells a little bit more bright to you. Your senses feel like they've almost been heightened, and you can't quite even remember the old world you came from at first. It just becomes so immersive, and like the headset just plugs itself into your brain. Almost. And it's to a point where you don't even realize at first that the VR is fake. But then when you come out of it, something happens. You pop out of the headset, everyone's cheering and asking you how it went, and you've realized they've plugged in a few other people as well. And you realize the world you're in feels just a little bit less real. Your senses have been dulled just a little bit. Your eyesight's just a little more blurry, and you could swear you're seeing a glitch here and there because something just doesn't feel as good as it used to be. And then that sensation that you had becomes very familiar to you. You realize that you felt this before. You have an anecdote for this? Understood? Write it out. But when you come out of this, and you start to take in your new senses, your old senses rather, it dawns on you that you're still in the VR. However, you're not in the VR that you and your comrades have just finished completing. That's its own iteration. The world you have just come back to is not the real world. You've lived your entire life thinking you were living in a true blue world and that technology has just gotten good enough to get to VR. You're living in a world that is VR that has forgotten that it's a part of that. And you begin to start figuring out how to wake yourself up. You try and come out of that. You are now several layers in, and you don't know how far you're down there. So you start to try and get yourself out of this mess. You try and wake yourself up to whatever world is waiting for you, because you have been in this world since you could remember. Hell, maybe you were even born in this world. Maybe you had lived previous lives in this old VR world. And your brain has been plugged in for so long, you've reincarnated here. So you start to try and wake yourself up because you can't remember who you used to be anymore. That's the kind of horror that I really like. I've been exploring that concept for a while. Now the question is, if you wake up from that dream, who's to say you're not in another iteration? How do you know when waking up is enough? For the first month after I tried VR, the world looked pixelated. I spent multiple days, waking hours, feeling like reality was a bit off due to my experience with it. Probably partially due to my vertigo conditions. It did go away. Okay, that's good. If you write that, I want to read it. I don't know if I'll write it, but I would love to draw it at some point. But I love the idea of just waking up and not... It's like the Matrix, but fucked up. Worse. Because... let's say you wake up in the Matrix, and you're like, what the fuck is happening to me? But you realize... the Matrix is also... VR. You're still in a layer of virtual reality, and everything in that current reality has forgotten that they are. How far does that rabbit hole really go? How far down has your brain been plugged in? And how far up do you have to go to claw yourself out of that well? When will you actually see the true sun rise? And can you? Are you truly alive at that point? Is your body still there? Hi, Radiant. Welcome in. But yeah, you're at a point in your life, in your mind, that you don't even know if you're even attached to a body. You don't know what waits for you at the end of it. After you wake up over and over, figuring out how many times you've lived in a society of a VR civilization that has forgotten itself in this new world. I don't know what's after the tunnel. Exactly. I really like that concept. What is waiting for you once you can finally figure out what the true physicality of your being is? And I really like that idea. What if you're not even human anymore? What if you wake up as something completely different? Half of Futurama touched on similar to the recent episode. Farnsworth made a virtual world sim. AI thought it was real, and Bender got attached to them, but he got into the virtual world to tell them they were a simulation by taking over the Bender in that world. And the Bender in that world take over the visual world, the virtual world, and the virtual world made so infinite amount of layers of Bender taking control of the Bender one. Yeah, something like that. Just layers. Is it all the same VR world that's adapting to entertain you? With this layered VR escapism? No. It's something a little more layered than that. The way I picture it is, here you are, you're a civilization. You're a cool people and you're hanging out, right? You're a group of individuals and scientists, and you have figured out how to make the next VR experience so immersive that you can't tell whether or not it's real. It's so immersive, in fact, they tout, that you can feel, touch, sense, taste, and you will never know that you are in it. After a while, so many people start using it, they forget that they even had a body outside of this. Their new avatar is their self. The thing in the VR is now you. This new avatar is you. But then, after everyone here has forgotten that they're in VR, the people here start to realize, hey, the world that we now live in here, it's real, right? We've forgotten we're in VR. Hey, let's make VR. VR is cool, right? And then they start to look even different, even more different. Let's give them really pointy ears. Here's their new avatars in this cool new world. But then over time, their civilization forgets that they're in the VR. It's been countless thousands of years now. And then they decide to create another iteration of VR. How far have you gone down into that layer of the mind? It could also be an SAO thing. Possibly. Jesus Christ, don't scream. No, you yelled at me. You yelled. Okay, wait. No, it scared me. Oh my god, babe, what the fuck? That's so big! Exclamation yell. Yeah, he yelled. He doesn't like SAO. I was hearing him laughing. Yeah, he's giggling! He has a huge fucking tower of cards, and he's just giggling at it because it's funny. Huge numbers make him laugh. Alright, so then let's say these guys start to look really weird with a really long, weird head ear pieces. Here's hair. And then they forget they're in VR. So, it's something kind of like that. That's how I'm picturing it. Sao does suck. I agree, Sao was fine, you're just salty, it wasn't perfect. Actually, no, Sao is terrible.
I would fine if it was fine, but it doesn't fine suck.
It's absolutely bad. Build an actual house of cards. Build a house of cards, babe. No, wait. But this is the basic premise of how I picture my scariness. Hi, cat. How are you doing, Happy? I see you have compressed me. Welcome in. We're talking about horror, specifically a type of cosmic scientific cosmic horror, cyber cosmic horror, I guess.
Oh no, he's small. That's scary.
But hey, what the fuck, Sugar Skull? You're just gonna yeet me, I see. Well, now I'm here, on the floor. I did. I was small and enthroned. Sao was so bad that I stopped watching anime for 5 years. Fuck, Period. Are you good? Like a Cruelty Squad kind of horror? Maybe. I don't know what that is. Sugar Skull, you're cute. But, I'm discussing the idea that your civilization creates VR that's so good you can't tell it apart from reality. And then when you come out of it, you realize the world you're now in feels a little less immersive. And it makes you realize you're also in the VR. You're still there. Just not in the one you and your cohorts created. You're in something someone put you in a long time ago. Cyber grotesque corporate horror. Yeah, kinda. What is people hating about SAO? There is a lot I could go into about SAO. Let's see.
I've written papers.
I've written papers, he says. The romance was nothing special. The harem trope has been played out beyond incomprehensible, I hate it. The harem trope is fucking annoying, and it's especially annoying when the character isn't even, like, fun, but Kirito doesn't really have anything going for him. He also makes a lot of unnecessary mistakes, despite being someone who's, like, super good at the game. He's supposedly really good at the game, but he's constantly, like, fucking up. The game itself, SAO, is written by someone who clearly doesn't know how MMOs work, because the menus are atrocious. In fact, I know people who actually work on MMOs and play MMOs and like critique that shit for a living, went over it and went, this game would be unplayable. It actually cuts off like halfway up the tower. You never get to see anything cool. His sister likes him and wants to suck his dick. That was my main ew. That was my main ick with the anime. The only one good thing about that anime that I thought was cool was the first couple of episodes. And that one fight he had with the dude in the parking lot. Those are the only parts I remember thinking it was cool. I mostly liked Gun Gale. Gun Gale doesn't count. Also, Gun Gale also got weird at some point.
You mean fucking pink hat shoots a gun?
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Gun Gale was...
These are just fucking do a thing and they're all getting butthurt at each
I
other.
always hate when that shit happens. Same! Like, SisterCon or whatever the fuck it's called. SisCon? Is that what it's called? It's fucking gross and it needs to stop. Japan needs to stop with that dumb shit. Stop it. Gun Gale is bad, but fun bad. Yeah, while SAO, I was not having fun. I did not have fun with it. And we watched all of it. And I did not like most of it. If you want to watch a really good stuck in a game anime, Dot Hack and Log Horizon. If Sao and Gun Gale isn't the same thing, then I don't like Sao. Yeah, I consider Gun Gale its own separate thing because he's not in SAO anymore. Yeah, or Alfheim. And Alfheim is an offshoot of Sao. It's the same server, so it's basically the same. Log Horizon's coming back, baby. Hell yeah. Overlord. I've never seen it, but I want to. I'm sure it looks really fun. Overlord looks really good. Fatal Bullet is from Gun Gale too. Yeah, Gun Gale I feel like was a little okay in terms of just being fun to watch, but not really fun to ingest, if that makes sense. I still need to watch season 4. Do it. I still need to watch all of it. But yeah, those are the only three, well, the only two right now that I would recommend. Dot Hack and Log Horizon. And I will recommend Overlord if I ever watch it and have a solid opinion about it, but I don't at the moment. Yeah, right now my boat is One Piece. I am binging that at the moment. So, yeah, we are. We're almost at episode 100, by the way. Congratulate me. But yeah, that's why I don't like Sao. The only Sao thing I will ever offer to people to watch is Sao Abridged. Sao Abridged fixed everything wrong with it. And it's amazing. It's an actually good story. Congratulations on 100. Thank you. Overlord's an in-between thing of stuck in game and isekai. Isekai stuff just gets annoying. One push-up for every 10 episodes of One Piece you've watched. Rounding up? Oh, okay. I'll do a couple of extra, just to butter you up there, Lilin. But, oh no, I'm stuck. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh no, my wire. Okay, we're good.
My wire got stuck.
Alright.
I'm waddling over to the floor. Wait on, your box is in the way. What?
It's okay. I can move it. Alright, I'll catch up on chat in a second. I'm on the floor. Don't move your chair, babe. You'll crush me.
No, don't crush me.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh god. Okay, we're good. I like how I like how it's trying to pick me up from on the floor.
Right, I'm coming back.
Riddle Pharaoh, welcome in. Documental and recommended. Oh yeah, this is me being little. Also, sorry, I was on the floor doing push-ups. I got told to.
But I am back. It is I.
Red or Pharaoh works.
Okay, red.
Or Pharaoh.
I like Pharaoh. I've disappeared.
1, 2. Here I am. This is what I look like normally. I'm not so little. Oh, okay. I'm always little. But this is what I look like. Hi. And welcome in. We're doing World Building Wednesday.
Oh, thank you for the follow.
Why didn't it say? Hey. Nope. Notification said no, but I caught it here.
Thank you for the follow, red, blah, 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 blah.
Pharaoh. Fuck it. I'll just say Pharaoh. Hey, welcome to the back cafe. Please take a seat, enjoy your stay, and enjoy some tea while you're at it. Rewatching Overlord? Nice. You really like it. The characters are all varied and work well together. Wow, I can't talk. There's a grand scale of silliness and seriousness which keeps it engaging. Yeah, I know it's really 211 to 3 feet. You wanna fucking fight me, bro? Oh, Lillian. Also,
I took some inspiration from your design when creating monsters.
I like the idea of having I like your gradient fingers. Hey, can I have them? Thanks. But yeah, we're going over different aspects of horror because it is World Building Wednesdays. Also, enjoy your lies of pee. Don't lie in pee, though. I've heard people call it lies in pee. I'm like, that is gross. But I can't talk because I called Tears of the Kingdom Tears in the Condom. I have no room to talk. I do not own fingers, but you have my blessing. You don't own black gradient fingers? Because I stole them from you. I took them. They're mine now. I gotta get my glove back on though.
Bad. I have stolen them. They're mine now. Give me your hand, Lillian. They're mine. Thanks.
Also, I drew some creepy little guys while discussing horror, because I like creepy little guys. 'Tis the season to be scared, after all.
Hey, thank you for the pet, Libby. Wait.
Where's my... There it is. It's like, where's my mouse? I can't find it. There we go. But yeah, I like the idea of as the guy comes out. By the way, we're going back to the VR idea real quick. I like the idea of the person coming out, and every time they do, things are just a little more morphed about their body. For instance, the VRs could be...
Yeah, new cutie. We got a new cutie here.
Things could be hooked in a little more invasively than others. Let's say this is what your standard VR experience looks like. He's just chilling, right? He's enjoying his VR experience. And then when he comes out, he realizes, hey, the world I'm in is also a strand of VR that I don't remember ever getting into. And it doesn't seem like my colleagues remember either, even though I've tried bringing it up with them. No one seems to believe me or understand what I'm trying to say. And you figure out how to wake up from it. Suddenly you realize the technology is a little different. It's a little more alien, but still recognizable. There's wires that you wouldn't expect to have wires. Your facial structure is different, and you're not sure how or why, but you know that it's not your original face. Your face feels a bit more sagged. You feel older. You assume that this body that you're in is probably aged quite a bit, because you know at this point you've spent your entire life, which you now consider yourself mid-30s, in this version of the world. But when you awaken, you feel older. Your body feels less like it can move like it used to. Your bones creak just a bit more, and you can tell your muscles have started to atrophy just a little bit. So at first you think, I've done it. I've woken up from what could only be considered the real VR. I'm out of it. And then you start to remember who you were in this life. You weren't a technician in this life, but instead you were a beta tester. You were brought here, of course by your own consent, and you agreed to help test the new technology. You're not sure why you weren't ever let back out, but it's clear other people were put in there as well, because you can see in pods and little rows next to you. There are people there. They have also been held tight in these machines. You can tell that your hair has actually gotten longer, and it started to pool down your face as though whoever's here, they stopped maintaining this machine, and they've stopped maintaining the people that are inside them. You finally break out of this machine, and you know that attached to it are these very strange plugs. And it's above you on a very large pod that's been holding you for God knows how long. You can't quite remember when you locked in here, but it could have been in your mid-20s or so. You feel like you were a little younger than when you were in that old world. Or rather, that new VR world you signed up to be in. And then it strikes you again. Are you still truly out? The paranoia starts to set in on you, of course, because this is the real world, right? You're not sure. But there's just that nagging feeling that you haven't found the top of the well yet. Oh, thank you, Renetta. Let's do this real quick. I'm gonna move this out of the way. I'm gonna scoot this guy over here. So to recap, you and your technicians in that old world were able to create a version of yourself where you've never felt happier and things smelled so nice and so real in that new VR experience. And then when you came out of it, you realized the world you were in didn't really exist. And the more you stay here and linger, the more you realize it's not over. I'm glad to hear that, Red. Oh, my World of Horror is playing. That's what that is. I was like, hey, what's playing? Eventually, you're able to figure out that you're stuck here too. This pod that someone set you up in because you were just a curious beta tester in his 20s, and you've just effectively lost 30 years of your life in this world. I feel like I was listening to an audiobook. Oh, excellent. Let's say here you're in your mid-50s. It starts to dawn on you that this place also feels off. People aren't really around anymore because most of them are in the old VR experience. There are more pods than there are waking people, and while you can find security here and there who are mostly just shocked that you're awake, you start to realize they feel just a little bit fake. Not NPCs, but people who don't know they're also in a simulation. What you're describing is a solipsism? Speaking as someone who's experienced it. I try to figure out how... Oh, I'd be happy if I found out the world was a simulation, because then I'd try to figure out how to have superpowers. That... Unless the program was made to where you couldn't unlock such things. But yes, your body is in its mid-50s, so you are struggling to move around. However, you're hoping that the next iteration that you pop yourself out of, you won't be in nearly as dire straits. I would look at my state to see what's going on with that. Yeah. Find the admin control, do it. Eventually, you figure out how to break out. It was very simple. There were a lot of strange, inactive hallways that actually showed you into an area where you could leave. And you eventually waking yourself up. The more you wake yourself up, the more you realize the VR that you've created in your previous iterations are actually better than what you're waking up to. It's almost as though the technology has gotten better the more digitized your brain has become. 99 cheese grater points, oh no. You also realize that you might not be the same species that you thought you were when you had first created that little VR experience with your cohorts. You wake up one more time. The machine that's holding you feels a little less like a piece of machinery and more like a biological component. It's holding on to you as though it's afraid you're going to get away from it. Some parts of it are still a little familiar. You recognize that it could be some sort of helmet apparatus, but something feels like it's gripping a little tightly to your eye sockets, as though it's pulled you in. Hello, Verbex. I am explaining a very creepy idea that I really liked the idea of a long time ago when I came up with it. You feel its little teeth on the top of your head sinking deeper as you try to move and wiggle and get away from whatever's holding you. You can't quite tell, but you think you can hear movement, as though something on it is looking around, curious and chittering. You can't quite breathe either. It feels like it's breathing for you. The piece is pumping, moving, shifting, and it has a fierce grip on your nose. It also has dangled itself as a tube has implanted itself into your throat. As you wiggle around in this new machine that you found yourself in, it feels less like cold metal and a bit more like warm flesh. Teeth hooking into your head. You can't tell if you're human or something else. Something about your ears feels just a little bit larger. Something about your jaw feels just a bit more sallower. Your sunken cheeks feel a little too elongated to mean you're human. Or maybe this is just the consequence of being locked in here for as long as you have been. You can feel around your body that something has strapped you down as well. It's undulating slightly, contently, thinking that it still has its prey holded on. When you try to move, it tightens its grip on you. You're not exactly sure what it is, but it certainly doesn't feel like fingers. If you had to guess, it could be something more akin to dried intestines. The machine, if that's what you can call it, picks up that your heart is starting to quicken its pace, your breathing is getting quicker. You're not even sure if you have hair, because you can hardly feel it, and you don't know how old you are. In fact, the idea of age is something irrelevant to you at the moment. You just want to be able to be free of whatever parasite has attached itself to you. The parts that you thought you could recognize whenever you were working as a technician start to become a little more alien as you try and move your head and feel around the different pieces that have clamped you down. The machine seems to react as well to you moving. It's not sure exactly what to do, and you're not sure who put you here, but you know you have to get out, and you have to get out now. Because you can feel whatever is holding you here, it's taking from your psyche. The pod you're in, if you can call it that, isn't just some open chair anymore like it was in your previous iterations. It's some sort of membraned case that's keeping you imprisoned. This thing is holding you in place and doesn't want you to leave, whatever you are to it. But you eventually manage to break free despite how weak you are. After all, this thing has probably evolved to not know how to handle its prey being able to move. It didn't expect you to wake up, and as such...
Wait a minute. Who are you?
I'm gonna cry, Sugar Skull. Someone, I'm gonna cry. Welcome in. For those of you who don't know me, I am Desmond Dracula. I'm a vampire bat butler, also known as a battler. I go by he, him pronouns, and I like to draw. As well as Worldbuild on Wednesdays, I also play a variety of games from RPGs to roguelikes, and today, I'm discussing something a little creepier than usual. Because it is the season. And I love me a good spooky story. Someone, since you've just come in, we're going over a fun little narrative. Something that I've been thinking about for a while. You've managed to break out of your fleshy prison. That's the only way you could describe it. And as you run down the strange and... you didn't redeem it yet, understood. As you run down these estranged halls and see wires that look more like tendrils of flesh than anything else, you try and find any way out of here. On whatever part of the building, if you can call it a building, you're in. Once you break through, finding one of the doors, but being locked, you manage to break through one of the membranes and scorch it open, thinking it's a window. The light hits you in the face, and it wakes you up one more time. You're unable to move, completely and utterly taken. You can't tell what position you're in, but you can assume you're standing upright. Your head has been ripped up, as though you're looking at the ceiling. Your eyes are completely covered, not by something that you recognize, but by something that you can only explain as something that have long since sunken into your sockets. The covering of your nose has now become a part of your face. And you're not sure what part of your face is actually true to you or not. You feel like you've been put in an almost praying position. As weird as that sounds, you can feel that your arms have been wrenched up and placed together. You can't really tell, but as you start to move your fingers, you realize that they've actually been melted together. You don't know how exactly or what kind of technology is able to do this. The only memories you have, after all, are just the first few VR experiences that you've pulled out of yourself. You're wrapped in something, but you're not quite sure. The warm flesh feels more intense here. but it also feels a lot more alive. My rambling old man friend, I am good. I am just finishing a fun little story I have for everyone. Whatever is holding you, you know you'll never be able to get out of it. Clamps have found itself digging deep into your skin and holding you in place. It's long since pushed into your skin, into your cheeks, into your face, and your mouth is also no longer allowed to move. Your throat feels slightly closed. As a much larger tube elongates from it. You don't know how far these tubes go up, and you don't know what exactly they're doing to have given you such a strange experience. But you know you can't get out of this one. However, as weird as it sounds, this feels the most real you've ever had. It starts to dawn on you that this very well may be the top of that well that you were looking for. You feel like your neck has been stretched to infinity. And you don't know how long your hair has gotten, what color it is, what you even are anymore. You just know that this is the end of the line. And now that you're awake, you don't know how to go back to sleep. You don't know how to find the gateway back to those beautiful illusions. You're now set to sit here and suffer and wait in silence until something notices you're awake. But how could you tell them that you're awake when you can't even speak? And as you sit here in the darkness of it all, only able to figure out your situation and position by the sensations of your fingers and your body and the uprightness and how gravity is pulling it, you wonder how long ago were you put in here, who you are, if this was all you ever were. You just hope you can fall asleep in time before the madness starts to set in.
And that's what I like.
That's what I've been thinking of. Creepy VR bullshit. Anyway, I hope that was scary. I hope that was creepy. I am gonna save this though, because I like this picture. There we go. But yeah, that's basically how I've been thinking of VR. That for me is Eldritch Horror. It's like, what the fuck? How far am I down in there?
Hi, baby.
Hi, Ryza.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad I'm a good storyteller.
What kink did I come into? No, it's not a kink. Get in here, Ryza. No, not allowed to. You're not allowed to say that. It's not a kink. God damn it. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to highlight the whole fucking thing so I don't get called a kink. Everything is a kink. You know what? You're fucking right. Everything's a kink. Oh, man. I don't like that you're right. High level bondage. I don't like that you're right. No, it's a take on the horror of VR. Don't worry about it, Ryza. It's fine. Damn it. But, yeah, I think I might call it here. It's a little earlier than usual, but I had a lot of fun doing that. Solipsism syndrome is trippy. I think you do it. I don't know what solipsism is exactly. I'd have to look at it and read what it is. There we go. Fucking high level bondage. I'm so sad. The theory that the self is the only thing that can be known or identified. Oh. It's like, am I real? Oh, where do they send the bill for my therapy? At 1-800... That's a you problem. If that's a VR, sign me up! No! Oh, no. It's a condition where a person struggles to accept the reality is real. Oh. I do feel like a lot of people who play a lot of VR might have that sometimes. It might just depend, but yeah. Oh, thank you, Reza. Is there jack shit in there? I think there's jack shit in here. This is my favorite clip. There it goes. Ooh.
You good?
Nope.
Answer no, got it.
That clip is funny as fuck. It's so stupid. You've heard of Sword Art Online, now experience maddening depression inside. Yeah, get him! That gasp. Me screaming. Yeah. My mods are fighting. That's why I gave you swords. That's why you guys have swords. You can fight each other.
I'm just a little guy in Coffee Talk.
Wait, is Ryza super small?
You look like you fit.
Is he so tiny? So, can you save the story? I love it. I could. I might highlight it and edit it, or maybe I'll grab Blippi and shake them and be like, edit it for me. Please help. Here, I have many. But, aw, shout out for Lilin. Win. But yeah, I think we're gonna go raid out here in a moment once the clip wars are done. Hey, what the fuck?
And then feel like an ass about it.
I became duck-sized on Coffee Talk. That's adorable. Tiny. Tiny little Ryza. Little. Hey, I'm in that.
Oh no, I'm going that way.
And I think that's Weon. Weon! He's in that too. What were we doing? We were playing Portal Knights. Oh god, it was the clip where I fell.
I think this is a good angle to watch
Yeah.
There I go. So stupid. Infinite clips. I'm so dumb. No, Gil. No infinite clips. If that's the case, I'll cut it off and I will leave middle clips. I love that one. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. I literally just jumped off the goddamn edge.
I really am interested to see what this looks like on screen.
Oh, that boat's on fire. What'd you do, Lilith? What kind of arson did you do? Last one. Mm-hmm. Markiplier.
Much longer now.
Markiplier's great. The true last one.
Oh, is that it? I think that's it.
I'll do it if I want. Don't forget to donate, everyone. Who are we donating? Who am I donating you guys to?
Loving the timing of the music.
Look at fucking fire. Fucking Lilith. Fun fact, in this clip, I was perishing because I had made blood pancakes on stream earlier. Oh, that sounds scary. Oh, points. Oh, points to the challenge. It is at 53% already. Hey, look at Mark. Hey, buddy. To kill me in broad daylight. Donate your souls to the Lilin. Yeah. Give it to Lilin. Ethan just dropped the big C word. You cunt! Yeah. Leaving.
There he goes.
There he goes.
Yeah, I know you did, because you can fly and I can't.
Look at Weewan. He's so handsome. He's getting petted. Weewan! Pet. I petted him for real. Oh my god, you got us to 56. We're gonna end up having to deal with that bitch, aren't we? Anyway, let's go find someone to raid. I wanna drop in on somebody. A little face. Oh, I had someone in mind, but it doesn't seem like they're live anymore. That's okay. You underestimate my power. You underestimate my power. Oh, I see. Let's go watch some spooky stuff. Who wants to see a cute little skeleton girl? Because she is free, and she is playing some spooky stuff. Me too. Let's go see a spooky girl. She's very cute. Vivi is very sweet. We rated her plenty of times, and I care her a lot. She plays a lot of Dead by Daylight, and I haven't been rating her recently because she has been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate, and I don't want to spoil myself or spoil you guys, but today she is playing Dead by Daylight, and that's a pretty cool, spooky little game. I might also do some Dead by Daylight at some point again, especially since Nick Cage is out. I just want to play Nick Cage because that shit's funny. I won't make a habit of it. I don't know why. I'm not really a super big fan of Dead by Daylight, but I do want to try and give it a chance. Bald by Daylight, yeah. If you do DBD, let me in. I will, because I don't want to play it by myself. Unless I'm playing the killer, but, I'm gonna be waiting for that. I want to try... If I ever play by myself, I'll be trying to play the Xenobite? No, not Xenobite. What are they called? The Xeno... Lady! I want to play the lady! Dead by Desmond. Eat! But I'll see you guys tomorrow! I'm going to be playing Spooky's House of Jump Scares, or Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. It'll be my first time playing a horror game by myself on channel. I will see you guys then. And I'm glad you enjoyed the story. Bye!